Hello, my friends, and welcome to this week's episode of the Greenlight Weekend podcast. As always, I'm your host, Brian Nystrom, and if you've listened relatively recently, you know that we have a sponsor. Our sponsor is Dead Room Comedy. You can find everything you need to know about Dead Room Comedy at deadroomcomedy.com, or you can follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Dead Room Comedy. They're not only fellow comedians, but they're friends. They are comics that started in Durango, Colorado. Elliot Weber, Jacob Jonas, Josh Emerson, and they moved up to Denver, found another silly goose that just happened to fit into the flock. His name is Jeff Stonick, and god damn it, he is hilarious. Dead Room Comedy is fucking killing it. COVID is obviously putting a damper on their progress, but they are doing big things, and it's not going to stop anytime soon, folks. They're fucking killing it. So go check out deadroomcomedy.com. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Dead Room Comedy. They're my boys. They support us, so I ask you to support them. That's how this works. This week's episode is a very interesting and it's kind of a sad situation. We're saying goodbye to David Oakley. This is his farewell episode, at least the last one in person. We're going to try to do some Zoom stuff in the future. I don't know. We got to work some stuff out because, some shit happened late in the podcast that you're going to find out about. But Jake Preston was here. He joined us for Dave's last podcast. He's a good friend of Dave, and we worked together. I felt like it was low risk. We took everybody's temperature. Everybody's been tested very recently, so we're doing what we can to stay safe in here and just still try to do what the fuck we do. You know, that's podcasting, baby. I'm sorry this one's running a little long, but we got a few things to say in it. I did not know what was going to happen at the end of this podcast. Dave is he's more sensitive than I thought. I don't know. He actually took offense to something that Phil did. I believe it was a meme, and it was a comment thread that I didn't pay any attention to because I happened to be busy that day. Whatever. But Dave showed me something I didn't know was possible in David Oakley. He showed me that he can be offended, which was very interesting. I don't think I'm going to edit anything out of this episode. I'm about to go talk to Phil about this. But Dave spoke his truth. He talked with his chest, you know what I'm saying? And he was slightly offended. He had some things to say. I am not privy to the interaction that created this hostility, so I'm not very interested in looking into it because I feel like it's going to be less going on than I think. I don't know. But Dave got offended. He voiced his opinions towards Phil and Drew. It is what it is. Dave's moving to Atlanta, so I was just happy to have a nice last podcast with him. We got one more announcement, guys. We have new music. James Mirabal and Evan Stambler have always given us music. They're the ones that, James produced the last track, Wake Up. Ethan Esparza and the Chava People. James and Evan are part of that. I used to be in that band. But yeah, they got a new project and they're my boys, so I gotta feature it here, you know what I mean? I mean, there's a YouTube video, sure, but I gotta do what I can. But they have a badass new band. It is called Avant Horizon. Their vocalist is Ellie Ferguson. On the keys, they got Andy Gent. On the bass, they got my boy James Mirabal. On the drums, obviously, Evan Stambler. And on the guitar, they got my boy Tyler Kelly. They are a very, very strong band. I don't think they know what they are yet, but their music is fucking fantastic. They got a great logo designed by my boy Evan Stambler, who designed the Greenlight Weekend logo. Obviously, he's one of the best artists I know. So this song is called Road Less Traveled by Avant Horizon. If you want to hear the full track, wait till the end. We'll play the whole song in the end, but we're just going to give you a little taste here at the beginning. This has gone way too long. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, episode 117, the farewell to David Oakley with a guest, Jake Preston. Enjoy. We're here. We're here to say goodbye to Dave.
Yep.
Goodbye, Dave.
I'm out.
This day couldn't come fast enough for me.
I know. I couldn't wait either, dude. I've been talking about it for months. This is the last time I have to sit in here. Last time I have to look at you for a while.
I think our numbers are going to go up.
Yeah, because I was here for a while. I've got the numbers up, and now I'm out. It's like I'm a management, like crisis management.
It's been the exact opposite,
come in,
so you know.
I come in, I fix the numbers, and I get out, and then, I move to Georgia. That's what I always do.
Before the IRS gets here.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Nice.
Got Jake Preston in here, too.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what prompted me to do it, but yesterday I saw Jake at work, and I was like, yo, we're doing Dave's last pod tomorrow. You want to join us? And he was stoked.
Yeah.
So
I was too, dude.
And then once
I
he got
remember,
his shift covered, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, because I saw him, and I thought about that. I was like, oh, he's leaving. I wonder if they're doing another podcast. And then, I released my shift, and I was like, I'm doing a podcast with Dave. Somebody fucking take this shift. And they picked it up in like 30 seconds. So
cool.
Nice.
Is it not hard to get shifts covered?
No, dude, it's crazy right now.
People are desperate.
Yeah, it's so crazy. And they're just, I read a Harry Potter book and clean. I go clean one thing, and then I read a Harry Potter book, and then I drink beer for free.
Yeah.
See, I wish I can't do that at work. I have to
you still have to do shit. And you guys,
there's nothing.
Don't get me wrong, I've deep cleaned some gnarly fucking shit.
I saw you cleaning the ceiling fans and the bikes and shit.
Yeah, I was just making, I wasn't cleaning them. I was just making sure Carl's dumbass didn't fall over and die.
So you were just holding the ladder.
Because we were drinking beers, and I'm like, I had my foot on the bottom one, and I was watching football.
Yeah,
so
that's how I hold.
That's basically the only reason I picked up the shift, because I have the ticket. So
dude.
I just put in all the games on all the TVs and just chilled
it's
all
Monday
day.
today.
Yeah, there's a Tuesday night game. Because the Steelers and Ravens got postponed.
I've been looking forward to that. It's got
That's
postponed
going to be a great
twice.
fucking game, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And Alicia's a huge Steelers fan.
I know. I'm rooting for the Ravens hardcore, dude.
I mean,
they're my second team anyway.
I have to support her team because she always supports the Lions, even though we're garbage. But I told her she needs to stop saying, "Oh, good job, babe, you're winning," because then we always lose. So I need to get that bad juju out of here.
It's like being a Falcons fan, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like, but you guys, I think we have a better record than the Falcons, though.
I don't know. What's your record now?
We are
4-7.
4-7.
Okay.
We almost hit 500, baby.
We won 43-6 against the Raiders the other day, who have a better record.
We're so bad. No, they fired the coach and the GM finally.
Of the Raiders?
Of the Lions.
Yeah, good.
So hopefully, we're not going to get good ever.
No, probably not.
But if we ever win a playoff game, I'm going to make a T-shirt like we won the fucking goddamn Super Bowl. So
just if you win one playoff game?
Even the wild card game.
Yeah.
They got to
wild card champions.
They got to figure out how to make Detroit a place where rich people want to live. Right?
It used to be. It used to be the richest city in the world.
Used to be.
Used to be.
And then we sent all our factories
to Tennessee.
Just everywhere.
Well, there's a lot in Tennessee
and around the world too.
Because my aunt works for Ford. She gets she signs off on all the new cars that come out. Basically.
Oh, really?
She's up there. She's almost
tell
about
her
to
the 2013 EcoBoost is kind of a piece of shit.
Oh, I make fun of her for working at Ford all the time. But you can't say that in Detroit because it's like blasphemy.
Dude, I'm a Ford. You saw my truck.
That's
that old truck is the truck I chose. It took me 2 years to find that fucking specific truck, and I'm gonna put a new engine in it, and it's just gonna run forever because I love it.
There you go.
I don't understand computers. The new blue Ford
EFI?
out there is a 2013, and it's probably got 200,000 miles on it. But once a computer glitch happens, then everything stops working. The brake systems are fucked.
Yeah,
everything's fucked about it
now.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, when I had got some Bluetooth headphones for my birthday just recently, and it took me 3 days to figure out how to fucking work them.
Really?
It was so dumb because we accidentally.
Bluetooth is so simple.
I don't know.
Bluetooth
it
is
was
easy, yeah.
It was
I have
there was
5
there was,
Bluetooth devices.
Well, there was 2 of them, and I didn't know that you had to take one out and pair it, and then take out the other one, and then they would pair together. So I took both out and tried to pair them.
Are they the AirPods?
They're these. They're kind of they're not AirPods.
They're
but
the $40 version?
No, they were $80, but I think she got them on sale on Amazon or whatever. So they're pretty nice. They bump, but it would either go. It would either be one ear or the other. And then she got all nervous, oh, did I get you shitty headphones or something?
Right.
And then finally I just Googled that.
Figured
bitch.
it out, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing how you can learn anything
just Google
so
that bitch.
fast.
Yeah.
I don't even worry about taking shit off my truck because if I have a question, I can YouTube it. And in 3 minutes, I have the exact answer. It's like talking to every man in my family for the past fucking hundreds of years of knowledge, and it's still faster.
Yeah,
it's just
100%.
so much faster.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Even if I get my grandpa in there, he's going to be like, well, let me get my gloves on, which will take 15 minutes.
By the time he finishes a sentence, dude, you can have it
Already
figured out.
That's
dude.
why I don't even try anymore.
Yeah, fuck you, Grandpa.
Hey, he's the He's the top dog in my family. He's the only one with a beard.
I know. He's probably cool as fuck.
He's super cool.
He's got a big old beard. You've talked about this on the podcast
When
before.
he turned 70, all
But
of a sudden,
you and
just
your
a beautiful.
uncle, like,
we
I've
got to be
never-
70.
I've
Go
never
for it.
seen your fucking any other male in your family with your dad. Like,
No, you got to be 70. At
And
40,
that-
you get a goatee option. And at
Nuh-uh.
70, you get the beard.
No
I'm
shit.
not fucking kidding you.
That's
Like,
so
Dusty's
funny.
40th birthday was the first time I saw him with the goatee. And he's like, whatever. This morning, it looked fine. Like, for the
Wow.
first time in his life,
At
he was
40.
willing to, like, rock it. You know what I
Wow.
mean?
I have a beard for the first time ever. I've never had a beard before.
Oh, really?
This
It
is
looks
the-
fantastic.
This is the longest my facial hair's ever been because I didn't have to shave until I was 25.
Dude, I'm thinking my phone is listening to me because Facebook is now advertising me for like devices that thicken your beard. And the one I saw right before you got here that I didn't want to forget about, it looks like a roller, like a pizza dough, like Docker,
Yeah.
but with needles. So you just like run it across where you want
you
hair,
pull
and
hair
it,
out?
No, it just stabs new follicles in, and
Oh,
for
so it
whatever
makes it
reason, it's
thicker.
supposed to like spread it. But it looks
Interesting.
like
Do it on the
It's like planting your seed.
yeah, it looks like what the fucking Knights of the White Round Table would have fucking done to,
Yeah.
to thicken their beard. It looks
think it
barbaric,
works?
dude. I don't know.
I don't know if that works, dude.
It looks. I don't understand how it would.
Yeah.
Like, how does poking a new hole in your face just create
Just
hair?
to create hair follicle.
Yeah, I
it
don't
looks
think that's a
painful as
thing.
fuck, too.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's funny. Yeah, I can't really connect yet, but I'm sure one
So
day.
you got the Paul Pierce like I do, right
always
here
had
and
this.
right here
Yeah.
underneath. Because, like,
Yeah, but Jake's got more like right there.
it's
Just,
coming in.
more
there's
here.
less of the
If
drop.
I could grow it right there, I could actually have a
Dude, you should get
semi-beard.
that roller.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
I bet
about
it's
it.
affordable.
But
I'm
no, yeah,
thinking about
because
it.
I talked to Alicia about it too, and then I keep getting things for like beard oils and like other stuff. Because yeah, the fucking phones definitely are listening to us.
And
which
here's
is
the thing,
crazy.
I don't talk about it that much unless I'm trying to shit on myself. I'm like, I can't even grow a beard. And then I tell the story about my family and how none of us have facial hair. But
yeah, this is
it's just weird that Facebook today was like, yo, we got this new barbaric-ass device. You want a beard or not, bitch?
that should be their advertisement.
You want a beard or not, bitch?
No, so here there's this little question I was gonna say to you guys. So you know when you have a bong, the slide. That's what I call it, a slide.
down-
That's what it's
Downstem?
called.
No.
Well, there's a downstem.
No,
and
like
slide
the
goes
bowl
in the
piece.
How about you gave me a bong with no downstem?
Did I really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was
Really?
like, I'm going to clean this up and hit a bong tonight. And then I opened everything
It's
and there
got
was no downstem.
It's got to be with some of the other shit I gave you, then, dude.
No, I
That's
looked
so
at everything.
funny.
You did?
Yeah, there's no downstem. There's
What?
bowl pieces, no downstem.
I've used that bong multiple times.
Just dry
I'll
hitting
look
it
for
with
it.
the water.
I'll look.
all right there. There's no downstem.
I'm so sorry. It was supposed to have the bowl, the downstem, and the stem, and
Because
everything.
I have a gallon of alcohol. I was like, I'm going to clean this bitch up
It's a
right
nice
now.
bong.
And then I couldn't
Oh,
find the
that's the
downstem.
worst.
I know. I had expectations, bro.
That's the
It's
biggest
like
letdown
it's
ever.
like a 10
It's a
mil.
real cock tease.
It's a 10 mil, dude.
Okay.
Like it's a good.
No,
bit.
it's beautiful.
It's a great
Yeah.
bong.
And it's simple. It's just straight
it's
clear
just-
bong. I
yeah.
was like,
Dude.
this is going to be nice to just have on the desk, but there's no goddamn
Tonight-
operating
tonight I'm-
system.
yeah, you gotta have the.
Tonight I'm moving on
simple
to the
bongs.
next phase in my packing, and it's got to be up there. If it's not, I mean, I thought all that shit was together. I'll look for it. I'll bring it to you.
Wow, what a dick.
Right on. I'm glad I filed a complaint and
Yeah.
something might happen.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I filed complaints
I
at
told
work.
you.
They're like, go fuck yourself.
I told you I'm a crisis management
Management.
specialist. So
Until it becomes a
also have-
crisis.
I have-
Until you
Drunk Dave
manage your way out of
comes
it.
up.
I have 2 extra pipes. Do you want an extra bowl?
Sure.
That was like, my exact reaction.
That
He's
was
like,
his-
I'm
yeah.
going to bring
It'll be
all
for,
my
like-
weed stuff to you. And I was like,
I said
Sure.
if you
It'll be
want
like
it.
for camping and like the river and stuff. So since I didn't pay for it.
I got 3
Right.
pipes actually left, but that I got to get rid of.
yeah, I threw away the tiny one hitters and shit.
Yeah,
that
okay.
I
I didn't
wasn't
know
gonna
if
clean.
Yeah, fair enough. I didn't know what. I just brought it all in a bag. I was like, fuck it, dude. Like,
You're just unloading on everybody, huh?
I'm giving all my weed shit away.
That makes sense.
But what was your question?
Oh, what do you call the slide? Or do you call it a bowl piece or what?
Yeah, I just call it the bowl.
Well, it's the bowl.
Or in the downstem.
So I've always called it a slide.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Slide. I mean, I've heard
But
that.
I've
That
had
is
people be
the-
like, that's not what it's called.
That's the verb
I'm like, well, yeah, because it
that
slides
you
in.
do.
yeah,
but
you slide it
I would
in.
call it the bowl.
Because like I told her,
I've
I was
heard it
like,
called
I
a
need to get a
slide.
new slide piece, and she was like, what? And I was like, I need to get a new slide piece.
See,
and
when
she
you
was,
said that, I thought downstem.
yeah, see, and
Right,
that's what
me
she was like.
too.
She was like, do you mean a bowl? And I was like,
Yeah, she's right. It's a bowl.
But I've always called it a slide.
Well,
I don't know why.
It's a
never
bowl.
too late to learn new things.
I don't want to change.
Yeah, don't do it.
I like sticking into my old ways.
Hey,
you know?
maybe it'll start sticking one day.
I think I might have picked it up in California.
I've heard that.
They do
dude.
a lot of dumb shit.
They do. They say a bunch like hella. I think I hate that word more than any word in the entire dictionary.
Yeah, dude,
Hella?
that's from like 1998.
I used to drop hella a lot.
Yeah, in 98.
Well, because
Yeah.
it was a Northern California thing, and then it turned. I learned like the history of it because I like had to like ask my friend one time. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is up with this stupid fucking word?
Waste of time. Yeah.
It was a waste of time, but essentially it started in the north, and then it died out, and then it started up in like Southern California, and then it died out, and now it's like basically just a California thing in general. But like we used to make fun of him, like, dude, like hell is such a dumb word. And he's like, dude, you can use it at any point in a sentence. And I was like, use it at the end of a sentence. I dare you. And he couldn't do it. And then we were like all hungover one day, and his buddies came by, and he was telling the story. And the dude said maybe 15 words total. 9 of them were hella.
Oh my
And
God,
at the very end, he goes, man, I'm fucking hungry, hella. And we all just looked at each other and started laughing. This kid was like, what? We were like, dude, you just proved a point that we
Yeah.
don't want.
problem.
I was like, God damn it, this is so stupid.
that
But
guy
yeah,
is hella stupid.
hella dumb. Yeah,
Yeah.
And people that say it, they say it like so much in one
Yeah,
talking.
it's a replacement word.
You know, or like when I lived in
um,
New Orleans, they say buku, which is French for a lot.
A lot.
Hella.
Yeah.
Yeah, hella.
French for hella.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
basically.
so I'll say buku because I think that's cooler. I think buku sounds cool. Buku
Buku.
bucks.
It's in
Buku dough.
some form of a dictionary.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
Yeah, it's a real word. It's just
Yeah.
French.
Yeah, but
You know what's interesting about this story is you're like the most educated person in the world on something you hate, which is like a bummer.
because I was like, I'm like, dude, why do you guys say this? Like, why is it such? He's like, dude, hella. It's just when you don't know what to say, like it's not saying
Yeah,
but.
it's like
or,
saying
like,
If you don't
or
know
like
what to say,
word.
don't say anything, you douche.
Like I say
You should
word.
take that. and
I
just-
say word.
did.
I for show. That's what up. That's like what I say all the time. And my friends used to make fun of me because if I was like drunk, I'd be like, oh, dude, word for show. That's what's up. And they're like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Do you know
So-
Tones?
Tones.
He works in the prep kitchen, but he says, "Yeah, dude." Like,
Oh my gosh.
a lot.
Really?
A lot,
He's
yeah.
one of those.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
4
dude.
times on stage.
whether he agrees with you or not, dude, he'll like just
Yeah,
say,
dude.
"Yeah, dude."
I've started saying it when he says it. Like I say it back to him
Yeah,
now.
dude.
To like check him.
Yeah.
He's saying it less.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, if you pointed out and make fun of people for saying dumb things, like my buddy,
Fat shaming works.
he stopped saying hella. Like we literally
Good.
made fun of him so much that he took it out of his vocabulary.
What a bitch.
And
No,
we
they
were
douche-shamed him.
And then dude, because we just laughed every time he said, "I'm like, dude, if you want to re-say that sentence, I'll listen to you, but you're gonna have to drop the hella, bro." Or we'd make fun of him like, "Dude, you said hella times, dude." Like,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he stopped saying it.
Good.
It was
Interesting.
and so he was hanging out with all of his friends, and we like he like looks at us. He's like, "God, you guys like ruined the word hella for me now," because he was like laughing at his friends and stuff. And I'm like,
time.
"Dude, good.
That happens.
Yeah, it's a
growth.
stupid fucking word."
Yeah, I went through these stoner phases of like found out about Cottonmouth Kings and like fell down that rabbit hole. Never fell down the ICP rabbit hole, man.
Oh,
I
thank
did.
God.
But
I did.
and fell down these like, and then I just evolved as a stoner to where at the end I was just listening to like Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin
Right.
and shit. Where I was like,
Yo,
just like this
what is that?
Fucking
What
Cottonmouth
is that?
Kings.
Where,
I
dude,
forgot about that.
yeah,
it's like
I
the
forgot
first
about 'em, too.
music you're introduced to where people
But
are
it's like-
proudly talking about something you love.
I know, but
and
it's
that's
like
illegal.
What's fucking weird is that the Cottonmouth Kings have been around for like 20 plus years.
Hella.
but
Hella
if
years.
Hella years,
But
bro.
what's weird is like I don't know anybody that listens to them past the age of like 20 years old. Like I listened to them from like 18 to 20.
I
and-
probably went to 20. No,
In my-
I went to jail at 19. That was about
went
the
to
time
jail
I
at-
stopped listening to Cottonmouth
Same.
Kings.
I
I-
went to jail at 19. And
I only know the one song with Tech Nine because they opened for him.
I saw the Cottonmouth Kings.
I did too. They just had a bunch
Oh,
of weed
really?
on stage and stuff.
Yeah.
They had like a bunch of
No,
plants and
we
shit.
were smoking blunts. Well, it was in California. It was a.
Oh, okay.
it
I
was
saw
a
them at the
festival.
But like
Fillmore,
they just
they opened for Tech
disappeared.
Nine.
They just disappeared. It seemed like at a certain time, and then it became more like slightly
Well, yeah.
stupid.
Well, and
than
they're also,
Cottonmouth
like,
Kings.
Yeah,
50.
SRH Bros, dude. Oh my god.
That was me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
For
bro.
sure.
Bro.
I sold weed like for a living.
Oh,
Like,
did you have the black
wrote
hat with the folded up?
never folded up. That's never my steez.
Dude.
I
That's
never,
when you go
I
full
was
on,
never
bro.
hardcore enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you all talking about?
I feel like you
So
have to be able to
when
do
you
it.
flip-
No. SHR.
SRH.
SRH.
What's
It
that?
was the-
Suburban.
I forget, but it was Cottonmouth Kings.
That's like their little crew.
It was
Oh.
Stoners Wreaking Havoc.
Oh yeah,
I
Stoners
think.
Wreaking
Oh my
Havoc. That's
God,
what it was.
So gay.
Oh,
dude.
so
That's hella
gay, bro.
gay.
That's
dude.
hella
When you're
gay.
18 and you just start
Well,
smoking
like
weed,
I
it seems like a good idea.
You should also name this episode the Hella episode. Just
I'm working
No.
on a title up here. I've been working on it.
Dave's hella last episode.
I don't know. Yeah, do you guys name the episodes?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I'm naming pretty much all of them now. Like, especially if it's a guest that's been on already. Like, if it's their first time or it's a comic that I respect or something, like, I just use their name.
So not Dave.
You know what I mean? Not Dave.
Not anymore. That was my first couple times I was on. It was Dave Oakley. And then I lost his respect. And then I got invited to be a podcast host.
Funny.
Yeah. But that's okay. That's cool.
Isn't it
Beer's
fun?
really good.
It is fucking delicious, right?
I'm not.
told
I'm more of an
and
IPA
it looks like
person.
a belly button right there.
For a light
or a
beer.
butthole.
What kind of belly button do you guys have?
Or a nipple.
I just got a regular one.
Is it an innie or
Innie.
an outie?
I got an innie.
Mine's an innie, and at the bottom there's a knob. Like at the very. Does yours have a knob?
Well, it has like that little part where it was like
my
tied off
girlfriend's
to-
doesn't.
Really?
Yeah.
She's just got like a baby smooth one.
Yeah, it's just
Really?
like, it's weird.
You can take a shot out of it.
Yeah, she touched the knob in my belly button. She was like, "What's that?" I was like, "I thought everybody had one."
I do. I got one. I just checked. I got the
Oh no,
knob.
mine's pretty smooth.
Really?
Yeah. You want to touch it?
I get lint.
Maybe later. We'll film it.
There you go.
One of the gayest things Kat does is she likes to pick the lint out of my belly button.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's a kid that I know where he can fit like 12 quarters in his belly
How
button.
big
I have
is
a-
this
Is he
kid?
fat?
He's
It's
gotta be.
He's
Holden,
not
you
skinny.
know.
Oh,
I have a video
Holden's
of
dad
He
bod
knows
is
Holden.
ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't have it up.
he
but
knows him well.
I got
dude.
some dirty
They,
shit. Yeah.
Oh, you do?
I've been
They had
homies
a
with
fling,
Holden for a
dude.
while.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. I have a couple of the beanies that he made. Alicia pulled out a lime
your
green
phone?
one. Oh my God! Wow.
We even said it.
You initiated it. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna put my phone on.
That's because I was
silent.
on silent already because I was so I was so proactive, and then I got
I was
stoned.
like,
and
I
then
wasn't
Harry
gonna-
Potter comes on. I'm gonna freak.
Oh
out.
my
was-
God! Yeah,
I
because
wasn't-
Bully texted me earlier, so that might happen. So
I
yeah,
wasn't
I'm glad
gonna
that happened.
say anything the first time it happened.
Oh
Second
yeah, I wasn't
time.
paying attention. I haven't smoked weed. Oh no, I did smoke weed this morning.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
My girlfriend had no, because I woke up and I haven't really been able to like buy any weed recently because I'm like waiting on money because you know life's a bitch right now, so on and so forth. And then I ran out of all the dabs, and the weed pen finally ran out like yesterday. And like this morning, I was like chilling, and she was like, "You seem a little off." And I was like, "I haven't smoked weed in like 24 hours. I just feel weird like not having weed." And she's like, "Oh, I have a half a caviar joint." And dude, I was so stoned, so stoned this morning. I made like the biggest sandwich ever, and was like watching my show, and like I was supposed to go play disc golf, and I was like, "Dude, I can't. I'm like too high." I
Wait,
can't.
where?
Too
Where are we
high
gonna
to
go
disc
play?
golf.
Me and Keith were gonna go play disc golf.
Oh, at the fort?
Yeah, I mean, we could go
It's-
after this.
It's I can't. I got. a lot
Oh, you
of
got shit to do.
Yeah, but
It's gonna be dark.
Oh yeah,
started
it
at,
gets-
like,
it gets-
4:30.
oh yeah, because it's like already like three something. Huh?
It's like 3:25 right now.
Okay,
Yeah, so
that makes sense.
It'll be dark in an hour and 20 minutes.
But
Probably.
yeah, dude, I've been getting into disc golf. It's super fun.
I love disc golfing, but they're shutting it down at the fort.
Are they?
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
they're like.
they're
oh yeah, because they're
Clo-
building
They're
stuff.
building a fucking school up there.
Oh, that's so gay.
Yeah, I know. Fucking education.
It's so close. It's so convenient. And I'm finally like got the lay of the land. I'm like used to like all the holes, and they're gonna take it away.
Yeah, I played up
Fucking
there the first
motherfuckers.
couple years I lived here a lot.
Well, and that was the other reason I wanted to start doing push-ups, is so I could throw the disc further too. Because I remember going with Mario and them, and they're fucking hucking this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And like even Barella was like we wasn't aiming well, but I'm like, dude, you guys are out throwing me by like
Oh,
30
man.
yards.
That is
I mean,
humiliating.
it's very
if Mario
humiliating.
did anything better than me, like in a
Mario's
physical
actually
thing,
pretty good at disc golf.
He's great, dude.
well, I
He's
bet
a-
he's good at disc golf. Yeah.
But he's Mario, so you gotta, constantly mess with him and stuff. Just keep him off his game.
Dude, when I walk in, especially now that work is so slow, when I see Mario as the manager, I'm like, fuck yeah.
Isn't that? I look up who the manager is at work, and that judges my attitude for the day.
For sure.
Because if it's like the GM and fucking God, what's his name?
Duder.
Not Duder. Jason. If Jason's the bartender and then like Chip or Joel are managing, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a no fun day.
Right.
But if it's like Stone and Josh,
Yeah, I know exactly what
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I've thought about that before, dude.
well, you just look at the schedule to see like who's managing, just kind of like gauge what you're going into, and
I do that.
I
dude.
even look who I'm working with to kind of see like what's
I
going
definitely
on.
do that. I just did that with my last day last Tuesday. I was like, who the fuck am I working with?
Mhm.
And then
It makes a difference.
I got there, and half the people that were on the schedule weren't there anyway. And
Yeah.
then also, there was no bartender, so they put me behind the bar to bartend all night. And
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got a few.
I already know what
got
know what happened.
Got a few farewell shots.
There you
It was
go.
really nice. Fatty bought me a shot. Another employee bought me a shot to say bye. And then Kat just happened to come up there around 7:30, and Ari was like, "Dude, really? I don't need you. You can go." So I worked from 3 to 7:30 on my last day, and that was it, dude. Got a little.
That's
tipsy.
crazy that you're leaving, man.
I know, but I'm excited.
No, I don't blame you. I mean, I remember whenever you move, it's exciting. Especially.
I'm a little nervous to like drive across the country with the trailer and.
It's a bitch. Like I said, when I did it, when I drove through Dallas, the highway was getting like fixed, so there was like 2 lanes, and it was like nighttime, and it's like a city I had never been in before. And people in Texas drive like people in California, like assholes, or any big city, you know what I'm saying? People are just, aggressive and so on and so on. And I just remember the whole time just being like, this is so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Because if something happens, like all of my shit
I know.
is going to get fucked.
I know. I don't know what's Yeah, I know.
It's just it's a stressful thing to do.
That's part of why I wanted to deposit all of our like cash that we had in savings. Because I'm like, exactly. I don't want to leave like. I mean, I'm not gonna say how much exactly, but a lot of money. I don't want to just like have that in the U-Haul. Like, God forbid somebody fucking
that happens
steals
all the time.
Our U-Haul.
That happens all the time.
Where they steal it.
Yeah, you should just put a lock on it.
I'm going to.
But
I'm
if
gonna
they
put
have
2
bolt
locks
cutters,
on it. Yeah.
No, I'm saying not on the door. Well, I mean on the
on
door and on the hitch.
On the hitch.
But,
one on the door, one on the hitch.
Yeah,
right?
if they have bolt cutters, I mean.
At least make it hard. At least
the
make it
holes
so
are
they have
too
to be there
small
for
to
at
have
least
the
a couple
big
minutes.
badass locks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna put everything.
I never thought of that. I bet people do steal people's U-Hauls
all the time. It happens all the time.
I mean, it makes sense.
Fuck, dude, you're not making. I was just telling him I'm a little nervous because of this. You just come in.
Just stay at nicer places.
Okay.
Park under lights.
Yeah.
You know, like
don't set yourself up for failure.
Yeah. Park under lights always,
in
like
nice
under
hotels.
the parking lot. Yeah,
I can afford.
Stay in a decent hotel.
It's kind of like an insurance,
like places that have security cameras.
Yeah, or at least, or if you're gonna park at a hotel, like somewhere where the person working would see something.
And I would suggest if you have cash, just take it with you always. Put it in your backpack.
I deposited it.
Okay, yeah. But if you have cash and you're traveling, always take it in with you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good to have a little bit of cash though, in case something happens.
Yeah, you're gonna be in the middle of the country where internet might go down a lot,
or like you're at like a random spot where they're like, we don't have a credit card machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Guys, I'm paranoid. Like as I think, and like I'm driving through the South with Colorado tags,
with the black
pulling a U-Haul with the.
You look like you're moving weed,
and I have a Florida driver's license.
Yeah,
that doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's all sketchy.
And the second they start talking,
you should definitely have like a bunch of cocaine in your car just in case.
Just in case. Yeah, no, I'm like fucking making sure I clean out the truck today once. I'm gonna clean it out again before I go. And
yeah, you don't want to have some drugs you didn't know about in there.
Anything with me, dude.
When I got arrested, there was like 4 baggies that had like weed crumbs,
just from like back in the day.
And one of the cops was like, "What about these?" And the dude that was obviously in charge was like, "That's trash. Like, you know this."
Yeah.
You're just busting balls here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember one time I got pulled over in California, and the girl I was dating at the time, the dude that we were with had bought us a bottle because I was 20, and we were just dropping off at his house, and we got pulled over, and he ran the dude's name, and he was like on probation for selling meth, and we were like, what the fuck? So he like searched the car. And I just remember thinking, like, there could be, like, an ecstasy pill somewhere chilling under a seat somewhere. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm, like, in her car, I'm, like, and then they opened the back, and she was going to photography school. So they opened back. There's, like, there's, like, a thing of, like, hay and all kinds of weird shit. And he's just like, what the fuck? And she's like, I'm a photographer. And it was, like, so messy they couldn't even really search the car. But the whole time, I'm like, please don't find, like, a random pill.
Dave's been pulled over with pills in the car a bunch of times.
Multiple times.
Jesus.
Like
I got
just bought pills, right? Like
one time, yeah.
I just remembered the story I was wanting to tell while I was here, but there's no rush on it. But you just reminded me of what I was going to say.
But that's what I was just thinking about is like I think the cops. What I just thought about that gave me a little comfort is like it would take an absolute complete moron to ride with a Florida's driver's license with Colorado tags with the U-Haul and be trafficking weed across the country. Mm-hmm. I think even the cops, even in the South, I think they'll be able to realize. This kid's not that dumb. He's just moving his shit.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
if they open the U-Haul and it's just a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious what's going on here.
Yeah.
Like you're from Atlanta. Like you have a great story. Just tell the truth.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing.
Don't worry about it.
I know.
And honestly, I mean, driving that U-Haul, it's not like you're going to be mobbing that fast anyway.
I know. I'm not worried about speeding. I never speed anyway.
Yeah. So, I mean, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I speed when I drive across the country.
But I won't.
Yeah, but you're not riding dirty.
I won't be surprised if I get fucked.
Never riding clean, dog.
So let's say semi-dirty.
Never riding clean.
I feel that.
Not trafficking, but possession's
but
real.
possession for sure.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm not even doing that. I've always have. Every time I've moved across state lines, I've always taken a little bit of weed with me.
You've gotten
Me
too
too.
used to weed being very available.
Yeah, and now I'm like,
You don't have
Is
that
med-
famine
do
mentality
they,
anymore.
Do they have
No,
medical
exactly.
in Atlanta?
no.
It's still like illegal.
Dave's
Illegal.
going back to the
Oh
underworld.
man.
Yeah, going back to the
Throwback.
black market, but
2000. Whoop whoop.
it's everywhere. It's fine. I already
I
know the exact house I'm walking to when I pull into my neighborhood. It's there. I already confirmed it with the
Well,
person
they don't
that lives
really
there.
care that much about weed, to be honest.
Well-
Like cops in the South in a big state like that, when I lived in New Orleans.
But it's an
I-
excuse.
They're
to
more in
fuck
looking
with
for
you.
guns.
Yeah, they
but
like like being white is gonna help, obviously.
it does.
But like we got pulled over by 2 cops. Like I remember, because I like put the weed on my side because I was like, if anything goes down, I'll take it. So I put it on my side, and we had just hit a bull, and I blew it out the window. And like the cop walks up, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then like I look over, and there's a cop on this side. I was like, oh shit. And they were both black, and it was 3 white kids with Colorado IDs. And they obviously, I heard him go.
They smelt weed.
Yeah, I heard him sniff, and then he's like, oh, and then my girlfriend was like, oh, like, I'm sorry. She's like, yeah, like, the cop's like, yeah, your tags are expired, you don't have insurance, like, your taillight's out too. And she's like, this is my dad's car, we're just visiting, we've been here like 12 hours. And he was like, okay, you have any weapons in the car? We were like, no. Like, they like checked our IDs and like ran our names, and they just let us go.
yeah.
I was like, oh my god, like it reeked of weed in the car. Like,
Wow.
and I heard
What-
the,
what-
I
you
heard
got
the dude.
cool cops.
Yeah,
What
I heard
state-
the dude
what state
sniff.
was that?
This was in New Orleans.
Oh wow.
So it's like they got real problems
But
in
New
there.
Orleans is fun, dude. Like New
Yeah,
Orleans is
they
cool.
don't
They're
fucking-
not
like
worried
these
about that.
motherfuckers.
They have
They're just
real
used
crime.
to smoking
That's
weed.
how it is
Yeah,
in
they
down-
have real
That's
crime.
how it is downtown Atlanta.
Yeah, they have real crime. So
But
the little stuff
suburbs
like that.
and shit, they'll fuck
That's what
with
they'll
you
fuck
more.
you.
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, they weren't gonna waste their day over like a half-eighth of weed. You know what I'm saying?
That's
They
too much paperwork.
Yeah, they
for-
got shit to do. There's people with guns and stuff down there. So
Yeah.
Dude,
New Orleans was crazy.
when me and Phil were like 17, 18, we just like reconnected. So when I moved to Kirtland, my sophomore year of high school,
Where's
it's like 30 minutes from Farmington, which is where I grew up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Phil lived in Farmington. We went to the same school since we were like preschool. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We got kicked out of preschool together.
Nice.
Like
That's a homie.
that's a homie. We've been homies ever since. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
But yeah, when we were like 18, we reconnected and we both had vehicles and like shit like that, and we started smoking weed again and like just fucking reconnecting. And he came and picked me up from work one night. I worked at this Mexican food restaurant as a waiter. And he picked me up, and we got a mile from my truck. And then obviously, right when we got in, hit a pipe, like he hit it, and we get a mile from the fucking truck, and we see lights. We're just like, single cab Ford Ranger. Like, we didn't
Oh
roll down
my
the
God.
windows. You know what I mean? Like, there's nowhere to
Reeks
hide
of
anything.
pot.
No.
Yeah, reeks of pot. And I think I panicked a little bit. Like, because he handed me the weed, and I've never been in this situation before. Like, I might have been like 17. I don't know. I don't think I'd owned my own weed at this point. You know what I mean? I didn't own a pipe. Like, I smoked weed when I was with Phil.
Yeah.
That's when I got to get high.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he handed it to me and was like, fucking hide it. Because there was only one cop coming up on his side, you know? And I, like, put it, like, kind of in the seat and put my leg over it, but it wasn't like hidden really well. And I remember talking to the cop, and I was like so panicked, but my leg was moving, so it was like exposing the bag of
my
weed.
God.
Because you're like nervous.
Yeah, and
You're
I
like,
just had a
"Ugh."
moment where I was just like,
Oh god.
and I just like shoved it all the way through. But it took like 5 minutes to get it
So
out
what
of that
happened?
mouth.
Did he not smell the?
No. Well,
Well, if he did,
I don't know if he did, but he was a cool cop, and he was like,
Some people are cool.
yeah, Phil
Yeah.
was like, officer, I haven't seen my buddy here in a really long time. I'm giving him a ride to my house, and we're going to just have a good night, you know?
Yeah.
And the guy was just like, all right.
Yeah.
We might have been speeding. Like,
Yeah.
we were fucking young and stupid. I don't know if I drove anywhere the speed limit when I was like
Oh no.
17,
before
yeah.
18.
But yeah, my first car was a 95 740i Beamer that my mom got for like $4 or $5 grand because she had just bought like a brand new truck. And so was saying like how, like, oh, my son's about to turn 16. Like, we have a bunch of cheap cars out back that are used. And I blew the oxygen intake on it
For sure.
and that's when I learned what a governor is. I didn't know that was a thing, and then I was like trying to like really get it one day, and at like 121 it just stopped, and
Yeah.
like I was like, what the fuck? And my buddy was like, oh, that's the governor,
take
and I was
off the
like,
governor.
what the fuck is a governor?
Yeah.
But that's like an American thing. I feel like, because in other countries, cars don't have
Well, in
governors.
Germany,
German car.
It's a German car, and in Germany, there's the Autobahn.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would they need an auto?
So
why
that's
would they need a governor?
so that's why
Yeah.
I assumed I could get to 140. So
Yeah.
I tried, and I got to 120, and it just went, and I was like, what the I thought I blew my engine at first. My buddy's like, oh, it's the governor. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is a governor? I don't know shit about cars.
Fucking,
So.
I didn't know
That's
for
the
him.
first thing you do when you buy like a 50cc dirt bike, like a pit bike.
Take off the governor.
Like a fuck around bike. Yeah, you take off the governor
That's
first
so
thing.
cool.
And they go considerably faster.
Oh, I bet, dude.
Like, it feels dangerous for kids, but if you're a grown man on a bike this far off the ground, like 18 inches, you're going to be fine.
yeah, exactly. That's true.
Like, last time I was riding a 50, my nephew was in front of me, and I was driving. You know what I mean? Like, I was trying to get him to get the balls to do it himself, but he was, like, scared of crashing. So I was just riding him around, and I was like, see how easy it is? Just like, you know, going relatively slow.
Uh-huh.
And then I started fucking around a little bit just to show him, like, dude, you're not going to go this far, and we're going to be fine.
Yeah.
And then he panicked and grabbed the front brake, and we just fucking wrecked. But I was so not afraid. I just grabbed him and rolled on my back.
Yeah.
And I was fine.
And you're fine,
I had
dude,
a little
yeah.
scrape, like, but
Yeah. Yeah, that's not too high.
so
for
take
that.
off the governor, folks. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
take off the governor.
Off every vehicle.
Especially, yeah, if you have a Beamer with a governor, how dare you?
I know. I was so I didn't know that.
Well, it was your first car.
Yeah, it was so crazy to me.
Unless you're
But
like
yeah,
a
because I used to
motorhead.
drive up and down I-25, and there's like only so many spots on the DTC, like the Denver Tech Center, where the cops hang out because there's like kind of like hills and so on and so forth. So after you drive it for a while, you're like, okay, I only ever see a cop at like these few spots.
Right.
So I got pretty good at like remembering where they were, and I remember it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and my buddy, we wanted to get some weed or some drugs or something. So we drove to Denver from Castle Rock, which is like normally like a 40-minute drive, like if you include like traffic and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I made it there, and like I raced like 2 cars on the way because I was going so fast. They tried to race me, and I just kept mobbing. That's the same night I figured out I had a governor.
Winner.
And we, I think we made it there in like 14 minutes
That's
because there was no traffic, and I just fucking
ridiculous.
shouldn't have been driving, first of all. But I'm glad it worked out
You're
fine.
just driving super dangerously.
So dangerous. But I remember what we went to go get, and that woke me up once I got there, so I was fine to drive back.
There you go.
Drugs.
There you go.
Drugs are good.
It was a drug run for sure. Oh, but no, this is what I was gonna say. So my other stupid getting arrested story that I have is basically like entrapment, I feel like. But I went to a rave called Hall of Frickin' Ween at the Oslon in Denver.
I've almost gone to that.
And
I haven't quite committed.
And I had bet my buddy, I told him it was at the Oslon. He said, no, it's not. I was like, I bet you $50 it's at the Oslon.
I'll take that bet.
Yeah, and so he was wrong. So he ended up having to owe me $50, which comes into the later in the story. But so they basically, I was like super fucked up. And like I had 4 Bart Simpsons and like $1,000 on me because I was supposed to meet up with somebody to get like more stuff or whatever. And they were like turning on the lights during the show, and like we could see like in Jurassic Park where the velociraptors are getting them in that open field where you can just like see them coming from all directions and they don't see them coming. Like you could see the cops, like they would find that they'd like have somebody that they were going to arrest. They would turn the lights on in the theater, and the cops would come in and grab them. They turn the lights off. And so my buddy told me to be careful. Obviously fucked up, didn't listen. And I'm pretty sure I was showing somebody one of them, and all of a sudden I just get like grabbed up. They arrest me.
And this was a Bart Simpson?
It was 3 Bart Simpsons.
Which is ecstasy?
Yeah, they were shaped like Bart Simpson though.
Right, but is there any like chemical difference?
Well,
I haven't fucked with a lot of ecstasy.
so-
I've done Molly.
No, well, so it wasn't ecstasy.
No, it's just a print.
Well, no, it wasn't a print. It was shaped like a Bart Simpson.
Okay,
Well, I
either
haven't
way.
fucked with a lot of pills.
Okay, well,
Let's say
first thing you should ever know is if it's ever shaped like anything, if it's not a circle, if it's shaped like a Bart Simpson or like a Ninja Turtle or a Transformer, it's called BZP, and it's synthetic, and it wasn't illegal at the time. So I got in trouble. I sat in jail for the weekend. I went to court. They like tried to give me a bunch of charges, and then they ended up just letting me go on Monday morning
because they tested it.
because they tested it. They kept the $1,000, by the way.
So what is BZP?
So
oh yeah,
BZP
they're gonna
is
rob you.
so BZP is like a synthetic chemical that kind of makes you feel the same way that MDMA does, but it's not the same.
right.
And it kind of makes
Is it
you
like
feel a little bit more.
meth-based, or?
It's no, it's like a weird chemical. It doesn't have any of that stuff.
Just a
in it.
synthetic.
It's a fake ecstasy pill essentially.
Right.
So,
Fuck all that.
so I sat in Denver County on the felony side with a bunch of like black dudes talking about going back to prison. And I just remember being like, I'm fucked. Like I'm totally screwed. And then
Literally.
Monday morning they called everybody out. They're like, as we call your name, get naked, blah, blah, blah. So they call everybody, and I'm the only one standing there. And I was like, you didn't call my name. And he's like, oh, what's your name? Preston? He's like, oh, you're free to go, bud. I was like,
you were in like the waiting area before you.
I was in a gigantic holding
cell. You're in
cell.
Gen Pop before.
The only white kid. Yeah, the only
place.
white kid. And I'm listening to these dudes like, man, I'm going back to
That's
prison.
the safest place.
And I was
feel
like, I'm fucked. This is gonna but I was like 19 at the time, so I was a baby face, cute little white boy. I would have got raped.
I had long hair.
I did not. I had short hair.
They called me Sunshine.
I'm gonna call you Sunshine from now on.
I never got raped.
Really?
Yeah.
Sunshine.
Not even by the Nazis.
Nice. I watched Remember Titans the other day. It's a great movie.
I almost watched it yesterday,
Dude,
bro.
That movie always makes me tear up a little bit at the end.
That's why I didn't watch it. I was like, I'm not feeling like a bitch today. I'm gonna wait
dude,
till
that
tomorrow.
movie's so great, though.
Dude,
That
the championship game at that movie was filmed in my high school.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Really?
Nice.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Even though
Most interesting thing
even though
about
there was
Dave.
No.
even though they're supposed to be
way
in
better.
Virginia. Okay. What
No,
high school did you go to?
Sprayberry High School. Look it up. It should be the championship
believe you.
game. Yeah. It's one of the games, dude. I don't know.
So the story got worse just now.
I mean,
It was
maybe.
a prelim.
Maybe.
Sounds
No,
like.
I'm pretty sure it was a championship game, but I'm saying for a fact it was one of the games that they filmed at the high school that I went to.
Yeah, well, I mean,
for
there's a couple
years.
games in that movie.
Yeah,
so
and they're all filmed at different like stadiums.
That's cool.
But one of them was filmed at the high school
Yeah,
I was at
but
the time.
anything that has Denzel in it, I'm gonna watch.
All day. I'm going to watch it
Denzel
over and over.
Or Matthew McConaughey or Robert Downey Jr.
And it used to be or Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, R.I.P.
Still is. I'll still
yeah,
watch
I'll still
everything he
I'll
did.
still-
I
Yeah.
watched Twister last night.
I watched
I watched The Social Network yesterday.
Oh, really?
I watched
Yeah.
Moneyball. And I
Moneyball.
watched The Social Network.
You did?
Nice. Yeah,
Moneyball's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
Philip
surprised
Seymour
you
Hoffman.
like that.
It was the
Moneyball's
first
a
time
great
I've seen
movie.
it. I saw
It's
Brad
good,
Pitt,
right?
Jonah Hill, and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
fucking
I was like,
good.
I'm definitely,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a shot. you
Yeah,
know?
if those people are in it, it's
I really
worth my
like
time.
sports movies.
That's cool, yeah.
Honestly.
But you just don't watch the actual sports.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
don't.
who won the Mike Tyson fight?
I don't.
it was a
It was
draw.
a draw.
It was a
What?
draw.
I
That's
didn't
stupid.
watch it, but in the prep kitchen the next morning, all of them watched it. So I was like, "Yeah, just tell me about it." And they were like, "Yeah, it was a fucking draw. Tyson
Yeah.
should have won, but
They
sucked."
called it a draw because probably because it was like a I don't know,
I
ceremonial
don't think we should.
match.
Right. Well,
Like,
it was supposed to be like a charity event and an exhibition.
If it was charity, then why come it was only available on pay-per-view?
That's where the money came from for the
that's
charity.
not. Yeah, that's. Okay, I was thinking charity towards the people.
I bet the Children's Hospital got to watch it for free or
All
whatever.
right, yeah.
You know.
But I was trying to stream it.
Probably
and
not.
I couldn't even stream it because it was pay-per-view.
Yeah. Yeah, and they got those things locked down tight.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, I stream every fucking game I watch. The game I watch tonight and the one I watch tomorrow, all
Where?
streamed, internet.
Yeah. Illegally.
Yeah,
I think I get NFL with Amazon Prime. Don't
dude,
you?
I'm supposed to, but I mean,
I've never been able to.
I've
On
never-
Sundays I look and there's no options, but
No.
I'm like,
I have
Or
Prime,
Hulu.
and they
And
usually
Hulu,
they
too.
usually have like the local whatever the Fox and CBS
Oh,
game that
that's
would
what
be
it is
on
then.
for
Dude,
this
because
bullshit.
sometimes on Mondays
I've
there's like 2 games.
Oh
or
no,
something,
Prime just has Thursday night football.
Right? Really?
That's all it is. That's all.
even that. I'm
Heard
telling
that.
you, I've never been able to watch it on Prime.
Well, that's why I got YouTube TV.
Yeah, you do. I got the internet.
And-
I got a nerd that I text when this stream stops working. Like, yo, this one stopped working. Can you email me another link? And he sends me a link, and I watch it for months. And then
Nice.
when that stops working, I text him again. He's a good buddy. He's a good friend. It's
Well,
good
yeah,
to
no.
have.
So
Sounds
I,
like a good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have YouTube.
You just admitted to a
TV.
crime on
Yeah.
a podcast.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Allegedly.
So it's like
Dude,
$80
whatever.
to have Red Zone and NFL Channel on my YouTube TV, and then a coworker pays me $30 a month to use it because you can have up to 5 accounts. So I'm trying to get it. Hopefully, none of these people listen to this. I'm trying to get it to where I don't even pay anything, and other people,
Obviously.
You
and
get
other people
paid.
just give me money every month, and then it's all paid
If
for.
you
So
get
right
five-
now you're paying $50 for football.
And TV. It's
Oh,
like
and
cable.
TV?
It's like
Okay.
having cable TV.
That's not so
almost.
bad.
And that's like a bunch of movie channels, like Paramount, and then it has like FXM, FX.
That's nice.
I have the Big Ten Network because I'm from Michigan, so I like to stay up to date with all my
Lose.
Big Ten stuff and
Yeah.
know why we suck so much
Right.
and things of that nature. So
Plus, Brian, the reason I admit that openly is because tomorrow's the last time I'm going to need it until
It's okay. I'll make sure to comment on this.
My parents have everything where we're going, and then we're gonna just have cable when we move. So yeah, tomorrow.
Nice.
If you can catch me by tomorrow night, I'll tell you my address.
This isn't out till Friday.
I didn't know people still had
Dave's
regular
gone.
cable. Though.
Yeah, dude. So I did commit these crimes.
Like
Yeah, but I bet
DirecTV.
there's a statute of limitations on said crime.
Nah.
I wouldn't worry about it, but I was just
I'm
trying
not.
to make you feel uncomfortable.
But
Yeah.
you did. But
But I made you think about
You
it.
made me think about it, and that's when I realized. Oh yeah, that's why I said it. It's because Tuesday night, Steelers Ravens go Ravens is going to be the last time I have
Go
to
Steelers.
stream.
That's for you, babe.
Yeah, babe.
Do you think she's gonna listen?
No,
Probably not. No.
doesn't
She listens
care.
to me talk all the time.
She's educated, dude.
Yeah, she's
Why would
smart.
she listen to us?
That's why
Yeah,
I always
yeah.
say, why is she with me? But you know,
That's a good point. I don't know why she is, but
because she got
you're lucky.
addicted to what the dick did. I tell her all the time.
That's a funny thing to say. That's a good. That's a
Addicted to
shirt.
what the dick did.
That's a females only shirt. No.
God, I hope
gotta
she
make
now.
some
I
for the
really hope she
twinks.
doesn't listen
That's
to
a
this,
really
but
good
I
one.
tell her all the time. Yeah.
You got addicted to what the
Yeah.
dick did.
Well, like who was it? It was like a couple of the Skiles. Skiles was talking to me at work, and he was like, he was like, he finally saw my girlfriend after like a year, and he's like, you've been talking about it, bro. I thought she was make believe. And then he saw, and he was like, why is she with you?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it's not because of my personality. I'll tell you that much. And so
That's the only reason.
So you
dude.
got a dick on you?
I guess so.
I think-
I mean, I don't have a Justin
No.
Moore penis, but I have a.
I think he's got a bigger personality than Dick. That would be my guess.
I don't know. I have a pretty big
You
personality.
got a big personality, but I don't think your dick's that big.
I would like to think that I'm better than the average bear.
Why do you have to compare it to bears?
It's just a term.
Oh,
Yeah,
never heard
I
of
get you. Yeah, I feel the same.
You know what I'm saying?
I like to feel like I'm.
I say the same with
I'm above
with pool.
average.
Well, I say same thing with pool. Like I wouldn't call myself a great pool player, but I'm better than the average.
But you
bear.
got a pool stick.
Finally, I got one for my birthday.
You have a
6 feet.
cue, huh?
I do. It's sick.
Do
My-
you have a pool
Yeah,
cue?
I do. I
Huh.
got two. One of
Mine's
them
sick.
broke.
My
the
girlfriend
tip
killed
broke.
it.
I inherited them both from my uncle who taught me how to play pool. He passed away when he was 46.
That's a dope thing to get when
Yeah,
somebody
Dave's
dies.
pretty good at pool too. I've played Dave a bunch of times
I
at pool.
love pool.
Yeah,
dude.
Dave's actually beat me once or twice at pool.
Do you play pool?
I like to think I'm better than the average bear.
I like to think so too.
I like to drink
So-
beer,
so
and you
the-
get good at things like darts and pool.
Oh
and-
yeah. Me and Keith, but so the way that we play at the Roadhouse, and I've never ever played like this before. So
I try to stay out of the Roadhouse though, because it smells like shit.
Well, because you're not a cigarette smoker.
yeah,
And I am a I mean, I haven't had one today, but like I smoke cigarettes generally. Like I had 2 in the past 3 days or something like that.
Good for you.
But not trying to not do it. But anyway, like I like the smell of them, and that place still grosses me the fuck out.
no. See, I don't like going to the Roadhouse like on a Friday night or a Saturday night. Like during the
when
day,
it's crazy.
when there's nobody there and the
Yeah,
doors open,
could
it's
see
really
that.
not that
Yeah,
smoky.
I could
And there's
see
a
that.
bunch of pool players that show up during the day. And so I've been playing against like a lot of these older people, but the way that they play on the big dog table is what we like to call it. 'cause
Big
it's-
dog.
One, it's a little bit bigger, but it's bank 8. But the rules are if you don't hit the 8 ball first, you have to hit 3 rails, and you have to
Yeah.
call all your rails.
Right.
So if it's like a 4 rail or a 5 rail, and like I've made some fucking crazy shots
Yeah.
where I'm like I can't believe I
I've
just
played
fucking
those
made.
rules. Yeah.
And I like it. What I
Yeah.
don't like is last pocket. Do you know what last pocket is?
Explain.
No.
So last pocket is the ball before the 8 ball. So your last ball that you make in,
You got to make.
that's the
eight
that's
in.
that's the one you have to make the
Oof.
8 ball in.
That's
Which almost
cha-
works out for the
that's
fucking
challenging.
bank shots.
You know what I'm saying? But like, well, I've gotten to the point now where I'll bank a shot in the middle of a game because I've just gotten used to banking things at this
Yeah.
point. Because I remember when I first started playing pool, I wasn't that good. So I got really good at like the long shots because I'm like, well, I can't bank, so I'm just gonna, go down here. But now I can so I feel like I play people for drinks like
I feel
often.
like you're a well-rounded player.
I'm almost there. I am almost there.
Confident.
When it's just when the ball's chilling on the rail and you're kind of like at a 45-degree angle to make it spin and stay on that rail all the way down to the pocket, like kind of like
I
a
love
like
those
all those green.
shots.
Those they're one they look
I
sick,
love those. Yeah.
but that's like my weakness.
That's hard, dude. I mean, it's a hard thing,
That's
but once
one-
you master it, and then also you can always do the reverse bank.
Mhm,
I
yeah.
mean, if you don't have the right angle.
Yeah, or like if the 8 ball's chilling like by the pocket and you got to bank it, you can just clip it and it just goes across.
I love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
So shout out to Donna for teaching me how to play pool better. I know you won't listen to this, but she's super cool. She makes me food all the time.
Hell yeah. Donna's
like our-
dope, dude.
Yeah,
I know
Donna and Tom are sick. They're like me and Alicia's surrogate
I've played
parents.
them in pool a lot. Yeah. I mean, dude, the first couple of years I was here, I did all that shit. I played disc golf. I went to the roadie all the time.
Dude, the roadie used to be full of Steamworks people. Now nobody goes. I go during the day.
Yeah.
Like I'll go before work and just to play a couple games and like have like a beer.
I used to go to Pongas all the time.
Well, now they have nice tables there because they have
nice.
They have that.
tables.
Well, what's it called now?
I don't
The
remember.
garage.
The garage.
Yeah, but I used to go there all the time, and they opened at 4. Me and my buddies would show up at 4. We'd grab the big table and just fucking play some games and drink a couple beers. And
in the daytime when nobody's really there, it's always better.
And there's definitely a point there where we were doing it like 4 or 5 times a week.
You
know?
get good.
Yeah.
You get really good at pool really quick.
It got super
Well, I
competitive.
played when the Roadhouse was open. I played pool every day.
Yeah.
There wasn't a day either I was before work, after work, or if it was my day off, I went in there.
This is like your passion.
Well, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
hobby
fun,
that's
though.
not drinking.
Dude, I started.
See, I don't play pool without drinking.
But no, it's a hobby that's not. I still drink while I do it, but
Ah.
it's something that I can say I do that's not just drinking.
I started
you know?
pool not drinking at all because I started playing a lot when I was like 17. I used to sneak into this 18 and older pool hall, and I would like play dumb with these. Like I would like try and shark these old men, dude, and I would get them to want to bet me, and then I would take their money, dude. When I was like 17, I got really good doing that, and
Did you
then
ever
I
get
just
beat up?
no. But I pissed a couple guys off a couple times. But I had older friends
Did you ever
there
give them
that
money back?
protected me. No, never gave them the money back. Never.
See, I don't like the second we put money on a game.
It
gets in my head.
It gets so much more
Like
fun, dude.
I'll do a drink. Like people, like I know there's a few people that always are like, we're playing for a beer, right? And it's like, dude, I'll get you a fucking Rainier for $2.50 if you win. Like I'm not gonna get you like a drink, but
Right.
fuck it, why not? I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I would say a $5 beer is a pretty good limit.
Yeah,
It
you
just
know what I'm
depends
saying?
on
Like,
what you bet
a
on.
local beer.
If the other person says a beer,
But if
I'm
somebody
going for the
says a beer
$2.50
for me, and I'm gonna order what I've been drinking,
well, I mean, if they're
that's what's gonna
if
happen.
they're not a shitty person, I'll look at what I'd.
Oh yeah, you peep
I'll
their
get
beer.
You, I'll be like, I'll get you another one of
yeah,
those.
but there's a lot of
PBR,
shitty people at the room.
A lot of PBR.
Oh yeah, there is, and there's this one dude that always wants to fucking play for a drink, and he's the one that likes to do last pocket, and he's so fucking annoying.
So tell him no, dude.
I told him no. I'm like, I've told him no a few times.
I
but,
don't wanna
But
play.
here's the dilemma: I beat him most of the time, so I want to take his money because I don't like him.
yeah.
And also, you
Yeah.
need somebody to play. Let's be honest.
Yes, you know,
That's true.
and,
That's a good point. That's a
You're
good
like,
point.
And, like,
it's
you know,
this fucking
if
guy,
it's
but it's still somebody.
and like
between
he'll
him
run
and nobody.
and
then-
like he'll run the table sometimes because he likes to play last pocket or straight 8, and like we all play a certain way at the Roadhouse, but he always like wants to do whatever he wants to do, and so it's just really fucking annoying. And he's like this old, like homeless looking
Always got
dude.
some cock muni bullshit rules.
Dude, always just some bullshit, bro. Always on some bullshit and just won't shut the fuck up. So, but he's
Yeah.
always there and he's like kind of good. So it sucks because sometimes he like runs the table, but people will be like, beat this motherfucker so he can go back to playing like normal pool and so on and so forth. Even Donna will talk a little bit of shit. She'll be like, I don't like talking bad about people, but he's very frustrating.
Yeah.
And that's like her saying,
Yeah, she's
fuck you.
sweet, yeah.
You
He's
know
like
what
the
I'm saying?
one guy everybody hates.
Yep.
We have
Clearly.
one of those in the kitchen. His name's Devin. He's
Really?
okay.
I don't even know who that is.
He's a
I-
young kid.
Oh, really? That,
Yeah.
Oh.
I inserted
you'll have
his,
to point him out next time.
I inserted his name in a joke where I talk about how somebody might have committed suicide one time just because I've never really met this kid, but because Brian and the rest of the kitchen hates this guy so much, instead of using the name I normally use in this joke, I switched it out for Devin. Be like, hey, he might be dead. I haven't seen him in a while.
So there's a Taylor replacement. Do you remember that Taylor kid?
Oh yeah.
So there used to be a kid that everybody.
Who's the Taylor replacement?
this Devin person?
Oh,
Apparently.
no, this kid's different, dude.
Really?
Yeah, Taylor sucked for a whole nother bag of reasons. But
That kid was the worst, dude.
It's a fun way to say it.
yeah, but
That's the nicest compliment that kid's probably ever got.
but this kid Devin is just like an arrogant young rich kid.
Oh,
The worst,
Those are the
dude.
worst.
Taylor was just a liar. He would just lie to you straight to your
and
face.
you'd be like, dude, you're full of shit.
and then he would always tell you, "Hey, I'll give you $1 later if you give me a cigarette." Then you give him
yeah.
a cigarette, you never see
You
a
never
dollar
get a
ever.
dollar
Even if you
ever,
ask for it, he'll always come up for a reason why he doesn't. He just lies a lot, which sucks. I mean, it's a terrible quality in a person. But this other kid, I don't know what he has is arguably worse.
Well, he worked at a pizza place, and he was like about to become management. I'm guessing because it was hard to find employees.
Right.
But he has this manager entitlement,
when he's
but
not a manager.
he's terrible
not even good at
He's not even
pizzas.
fucking competent, dude.
Yeah, if you're on cold side,
and you can't be good on cold side.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, everybody starts on cold side for sure.
Yeah, because you got to test.
And
the
I
waters.
work cold side a couple days a week. Well, especially now because there's only one person on cold
Yeah,
side.
but when you make food on cold side,
it's good.
Those pizzas look good.
Well, I take it very seriously.
There was a
that's
time
what
where
we're saying.
I'm making 4 pizzas a day right now. You
Oh
don't
my
understand
God.
how pretty I'm trying to make them. These are like my works of art, and there's literally no rush.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like on online orders, it's 20 minutes. Like, technically, you know, I'm just fucking chilling, and I'm trying to make it as beautiful as possible. I want whoever opens that pizza to be like, that looks good. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
well, they do. I've gotten some. Yeah, there was a time though. Remember, I don't know if you really remember, but there was a time where like when you put in a pizza, you were like, all right.
50, dude.
dude, my first
You're
2 days, I was a roll the dice.
Really?
Like, and only one of those sides was gonna be a good
like,
pizza.
Well, because they would be like the pizza would stick to the bottom of the pan because they wouldn't do whatever they were supposed to do.
Devin's fucking 3 months in, and that still happens to him.
Yeah.
Like,
That
you
means
know the answer.
Right.
Or flour. One or the other.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Fucking,
I haven't had a pizza stick since
just
my
laziness.
second day, baby.
It's
You know what I mean?
laziness and entitlement that afflict this kid, dude, and that's like almost impossible to fix.
This is just
You
a
know, that-
straight personal attack.
like,
on
somebody can stop
we work
lying.
with, which is funny.
Somebody can stop being a liar. They can stop lying.
Yeah.
But
Somebody can
if-
stop being lazy. I mean,
But-
I've had lazy.
I don't know. I think
But can-
lazy and
But
entitled
can
are
somebody
two different things.
well, I'm saying he's both is my thing.
Oh,
can
that's even
somebody
worse.
can somebody stop being entitled? That's what I want to know. I've never had that
if his
option.
mom kicks him out,
I've always worked for everything I've
when
had.
the real world comes a knocking.
I don't know.
A real
I
world
feel like if you
situation would probably.
He's 18, by the way.
Oh, so
He's a
he's
kid
super
still,
arrogant
yeah.
too. Then probably.
Yeah.
Hey man, when I was 18, 19, I wasn't like the worst person ever, but I would definitely.
I was not great.
I wouldn't hang out with 18, 19-year-old me.
I might, because I've always been like.
I mean, if
I
you
sold-
wanted to
I know
do,
when
if
to
you
shut
wanted to
the
do
fuck
some
up.
drugs, then
Yeah.
then you would want
Right,
to.
I
but
had drugs and I knew when to shut the fuck up.
see, I don't know. I still don't always know when to shut the fuck up.
No,
That's-
I've gotten worse.
I've gotten
now
pretty
I
good
don't
with,
know when to shut the fuck. I piss my girlfriend off twice a week on
So,
accident.
Do you know what? Do you know what somebody? So Josh told me this. It was probably like a month ago. He was like, when in doubt, when you're like talking with your girlfriend, whatever's going on, even if you're right, just shut the fuck up
It's
and
never
wait
in
until later. You know what I'm saying? Like finish the, like basically like even if like the other night, like I went to go look for a pack of cigarettes because I was like, I have a pack somewhere, like I don't know where it is. So I went to her car, and then I didn't find it. And I'm like, ooh, she has cigarettes. So I took one, and when I walked inside, the first thing she said, she was like, well, what were you doing? And I was like, I was grabbing a cigarette. And she was like, well, you can like ask me first. Like I'll always say yes, but like ask me. And like I was
And
like,
in your mind, you were like,
I'm
I
a
was
little
looking
drunk.
for my cigarettes, but I'll just tell her I took one.
yeah,
But
exactly.
You'd be like, oh my.
Your intentions were
Exactly.
pure. You were like, I'm already
Thank you.
here. Might as well just
Exactly.
grab one
So,
and then I'll talk
it kind of
about
turned into like this
But
like
you were
fight
drunk.
thing. Yeah, and so I was kind of drunk, so I kind of was like,
So you fucked up.
Smart aleck.
Yeah,
fucked up.
so I basically had to go to the room. Like I went into the room and like was like watching the game, like listening to music, and I was like, dude, chill the fuck out. Like stop, like because like I'd be like, all right, don't like just apologize, but then don't follow it up with an excuse, basically.
Yeah, just
And
apologize.
then I would start apologizing, and then she would start talking to me, and I'm like, but like I said, I was just, and I kept doing it to myself. And so this morning when I woke up, like I slept on the couch last night.
Bummer, dude.
But that's only because she went to bed like before me, and then
I
she
still go to
she
bed.
even told me that she came out to like wake me up to tell me I could come to bed, but I was like out. And so this morning, like finally about 9:30, I was gonna go take a shower, and she was awake, and I was like, hey. And I kept using the word I was like, I'm sorry that I made it a big deal and I overreacted, and then I just was done. I was like, I'm sorry.
Did you read a self-help book yesterday?
No, dude, I went to fucking sobriety high school. I know how to talk about my feelings. I've been through therapy.
Good for you.
So, I just did what I knew I should have done, and like everything was
Sobriety high school.
yeah, SOAR high school. Sobriety, opportunity, acceptance, and responsibility.
Is that a special
Dude,
high
that is
school? How'd you
hella
get there?
gay, dude.
That's hella gay. What? I went to a sobriety high school for half a year, my sophomore year.
Because you fucked up?
Oh, this is a good story. Okay, so I tried to sell. Oh, I didn't try. I was going to try. I was going to sell this
conspiracy to distribute.
It was like Tylenol. It was like 50 Tylenol pills, and it was like some dumb freshman kid because I was a sophomore, and I was like, "Yo, I got some Vicodin," and so I'm literally about to sell this kid these pills, and like a senior that I was on the football team who was like a linebacker walks in, and he thought they were real Vicodin, and he straight just stole them from me. And so then I
bigger than you.
Yeah, so then I end up getting called to like the principal's office and stuff. And I had put because I had sold some other. I was not the greatest person in the world, but I had put my money on the inside of my sole of my shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And so they searched me, and they're like, "Why do you have all these extra bags and a bottle of Tylenol?" I'm like, "Because I play sports and we travel to go to other like high schools and."
Yeah, I was gonna put him in my duffel bag.
Yeah, I was gonna put him in my locker.
Matter?
Yeah, you know, that was my excuse from
Right.
the get go. And then so they had heard that I had gotten money from somebody. My mom, because I called my mom in, and they were like, she was like, he shouldn't have any money. So if he has money, then he's doing what you're saying he's doing.
My mom's the same
They
way.
searched me. They didn't open the inside of my
Yeah.
shoe, and they didn't find any money.
It's a great place to put money.
And so they were like, if you take him out of school to go somewhere else, we won't like expel him, basically type scenario. And so I ended up going to a
we
sobriety
couldn't prove it.
Yeah, but they were like, you got to go.
Yeah.
And so I went to sobriety high school for smoking weed and selling fake painkillers, and I left with a PhD in drugs because I did some, and it was in Boulder. I went to a sobriety high school in Boulder.
Sounds lovely.
It was sick, dude. I did a bunch of
Sounds like
bomb
more
drugs.
freedom,
Oh, it was so cool.
lower expectations.
They had a foosball table. so we
Everybody
played
smoking cigarettes and
Yeah,
shit.
that's how I started smoking cigarettes.
I
because
bet. Yeah.
Motherfuckers. They
I
let us
drove
smoke.
by that high school in Farmington was called Rocinante, and it was like the same idea. It was the alternative. Like when you fucked up, you went to Rocinante for
My
however
girlfriend teaches
long.
at an alternative high school,
And
funny
they
enough.
you just drive by every student that could have
They let you
possibly
smoke
gone
on
there
the property and
was
everything.
smoking
Yeah.
cigarettes, like, right by the front door.
Yeah, it's
They-
like
they weren't hiding.
Well, no, because so we got drunk at lunch one time. This was, oh my gosh, I forgot about this. So we got drunk at lunch one time,
I've done that.
and we came back, and somebody got caught. So then they started talking to everybody that was there, and we only have like 20 kids at the school at this point. So it's very obvious who was with who. So he didn't have a breathalyzer machine. He had a mouth strip, and so a bunch of people had came up. They were like, "Oh, I wasn't drinking." He gave them the mouth test, and they failed. So he gave it to me. He's like, "All right, put it in your mouth, put it under your tongue, hold it for 30 seconds." I put it in my mouth. I bit it with my teeth, and then I breathed through my nose, and I just kept it elevated over my tongue.
Uh-huh.
And so I pull it out and give it to him, and he's like talking to me, and I see him with a marker, like make it black real quick. He's like, "Dude, you failed." I was like, "No, I didn't. You just fucking drew that on there." And he was like, "Oh yeah, you're good to go." Wait, I was wasted. I'm like, the fact that he didn't smell the booze on me blows my fucking mind.
And the fact that he tried to fuck you.
Yeah, he tried to catch me lying. Now thinking back, I'm like,
Maybe that was his sobriety test.
I don't even think they.
You failed.
Yeah, you
Maybe
know.
that's the sobriety test.
Yeah, like
because
to
if you were just like, oh,
If you're
And if you're like, no, I
because
didn't.
if you're
then you
sober,
pass.
yeah, because if you're sober, you'd be like, "What? Fuck you." If you're drunk, you'd be like, "Oh shit, you got me."
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I remember like the first time I took acid, we had a picnic the next day, and my mom and my counselor were like, "You ate acid last night, didn't you?" And I was like, "How do you know the specific drug that I took just by looking at me the next day?"
Because she did a lot of drugs.
Exactly,
dude.
Yeah.
If I have kids and they do drugs, I'm gonna be so on top of them.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
fuck
my
with them
mom
Fuck
in
yeah.
the
Oh,
moment.
my mom was
Yeah,
on top of
fuck
it.
yeah.
My mom, the first time I did mushrooms, my mom was out of town, and she called me the next day, and she's like, "I had a dream you did mushrooms. Did you do mushrooms last night?" And
Damn.
I was like, one, no, and two, that's crazy, Mom. Why are you having dreams like that? And I got off the phone. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah.
how?
How did she
That's
know?
so
That's
specific.
That's mother's intuition.
I
if
know
ever
it was
heard
like
dude.
I just remember thinking like, you gotta be fucking. I remember like because like I used to smoke weed in high school. I pretended to go to a movie one time, and I would go buy a movie ticket and
Right.
bring the stub home because
I've been there.
in case she asked me.
Yeah.
If she's like, "Oh, you went to a movie?" Like, "Oh yeah, where's the stub?"
Yeah.
Because you can't be like, "Oh, I threw it away," because then she wouldn't
No
believe
proof.
you.
You need proof.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
dude, it just made me more of like a sneaky drug user.
Oh,
Basically,
yeah.
is all it did.
That's
So-
all our parents
My
did
mom
for all
was
of
super
us.
strict, and
Yeah, if they
dude,
would've-
when I talk to a cop, the level of confidence I have in my voice is. It's
Oh yeah,
staggering.
my mom
Like,
trained
yeah.
me well.
These are crazy situations, and I am as cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to get away with sneaking out of my room at 12. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
way more
And
scared
you're way
of my
more
mom
scared
than a
of.
cop.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm about to say.
see, I used to think that till I went to jail, and I was like,
I've been to jail.
yeah, I was there for like a month.
I think I've done like 8 months of jail total since I've been 18, and then 2 weeks as a juvie.
I've only done once, and it was for a month.
That
was enough.
I did 54 days to get off probation because they gave me 3 months, but with good time. But it was in Steamboat Springs, so it was like a daycare center. You got like Domino's on Halloween.
Do you guys do yoga in jail?
No, we got Domino's on Christmas though. That
Yeah,
shit was sick.
pretty-
And I got chew. Like the dude got caught, but he was sneaking in chew and stuff. So
Wow.
on Christmas
They were
Day,
sneaking heroin into my jail.
oh yeah, no, this or like a cigarette. I smoked a cigarette one time, but yeah, they snuck in chew under the food tray, and you had to be the third person in line for food, and they'd put it in the third one.
How many deals did you have to make to get that?
Well, it was one of my really good buddies that was on that side, but it was the older dude that was in charge of everything, and he was good buddies with the dude that happened to be in my pod.
So you're in a good situation.
Yeah, but he was there for he had like 4 pounds of meth, and they caught him. And he's like, yeah, I'm going back to Canyon City. But yeah, so on Christmas Day, we played Risk, and like all threw in like a fat chew, and I remember just being like,
That sounds awesome.
Got
In jail?
nicotine.
Like,
buzz.
a
after
night
being in
in
there
jail?
for like
That
a month
seems-
and a half.
That
yeah.
sounds awesome for
It
a
was
night in jail.
super, super fun.
My favorite night in jail, we all ordered shit off commissary. Like, one of us got like dehydrated beans and rice, and we
you made,
all
like, a big
ordered some
buffet.
shit. But we didn't have any microwaves or anything. Like, you had to put some
Oh,
water
really?
in a
we
bag.
had a microwave and a hot plate.
We did not. We had to put some water in like a bag and put it under hot running water
Oh.
for like 30 minutes.
That sucks.
just to make it like edible. But for whatever
We had a
reason,
microwave at least.
We did
for
not.
our ramen. Yeah.
there was no
Wow.
cooking.
This
Like-
must have been in New Mexico.
It was.
Oh, I
yeah.
bet.
And but that
Wow.
night, dude, we had like dishes. You know what I mean? Like everybody had like it was like Thanksgiving in jail of random put together foods, but it was like the most memorable part of jail. Really.
Yeah.
That's
I read
super
a
cool.
lot, and then me and a bunch of Nazis split this Thanksgiving dinner of rice and beans.
Nice.
They were the only people that would take me in. They were the white ones.
Yeah, right?
And I was in high security because I was an out-of-state felon.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Wow. I saw a gay dude beat up a straight dude for calling him a fag when I was in jail.
Yeah, that's
he
what
was
I'm
like,
talking
so
about.
he was like a super skinny.
That's a good jail fight
super,
story.
like
Yeah.
he was super skinny and like super gay, like very flamboyant.
Yeah, looked
and
like
it was
somebody
like
you
some
could fuck up.
older, like some
Who you
older,
calling
like,
faggot?
Exactly. So he called him. He something happened. He called him a faggot. And when I say this kid one punched him, he one punched a dude way
Knocked
bigger
him
than
out?
And then the security guards didn't even punish him. They moved the other guy to solitaire.
It was a
Yeah.
hate crime.
Because they were like, dude, we
Jail
saw
is
the
politics.
whole thing go down, and you fucking deserve that.
Good.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
good, dude.
the gay
Fuck
dude
that
didn't
guy.
do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he basically the other dude got
He
sent
defended his right to suck the D.
Yeah. If
And
you want
that's
to suck
it.
some dick, that's fine.
That's all he did. That's a very admirable thing.
Oh, it was so great. It
Dude,
was the,
I wish I could have seen that.
one
dude.
of the funniest
Yeah.
things I've ever seen in my life.
He would have been murdered
because
in my
he
jail.
even kind of punched like a super gay dude.
If
but
you
he
ever do
still got him.
If you ever do stand up,
It was so
that's
funny.
your first joke.
Okay.
Or the drunk night, or when he stole the ring, and
Oh my
bike
god. When
and-
I got my felony.
yeah.
Yep.
Look
Okay.
at the last Jake Preston Instagram clip.
Be real. He's
Get a
not
little
gonna
taste.
do no stand up.
I did it once.
After you
I was
leave,
kind of drunk.
I
but
think you'd be surprised at how many Steamworks people are like, all right, I'll try it.
you know, well,
I
the
feel like you
story-
intimidate them, which is totally uncalled for, by the way.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
Just know I intimidate him.
Not,
I should
not,
tell that story though.
I was just the first one at Steamworks to
not
do stand
intentionally.
up.
I think
we still got
I think
time.
They get
We're-
intimidated.
We're still chilling. We still
No.
got time.
On this?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well,
It's our world, man. We
The
can do
story
whatever
that
we
I
want.
told the one time I did stand up. This is the story that I told. It's a short one.
Go
I
for
won't-
it.
I won't
Dude, we
make
got
as long.
time. Dude,
Okay.
You're running bits?
So this is
Dude,
so
dude, it's-
I don't care anymore.
got
This is
time.
my old roommate Ty, and he didn't really get laid that
I
often.
know Ty.
He was kind
not
of like
the one I know.
he's kind of a
He distributes for PBR.
so imagine.
Oh, hey, did I just specify somebody?
Yeah.
Whoops.
So imagine that. Imagine Thor, but like half the size. He's got like the long hair, like
Thor? You mean Tor?
no Thor, like
Oh.
you know, like he's like
Like
kind
the
of like
god
this,
that
but he
doesn't
just
exist?
didn't really get laid that often, and he was a very sexual, frustrated kid. That's for sure. So his
Causes a lot of
brother got
problems.
married, and so he goes to his brother's wedding. He's the best man, and so there's two versions of the stories.
How old is he?
He's like a couple years younger than me. So
Dude,
he's
he's in his
In this
20s.
story.
he's like late 20s. This was like 2 years ago.
And dude,
Okay.
you probably have seen this kid around town.
Yeah, he
I
delivers
know.
beer and stuff. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Ty. So he comes home and he gets dropped off by his dad and he's fucked up, and he's like, dude, I was hooking up with this chick in the woods, and like my sister-in-law came and like found me because blah blah blah, and like ruined everything, this and that. And he's like freaking out, and I'm like, so, but you got laid, right? And he's like, yeah, I didn't get to finish though because they like broke it up. And I'm like, oh, well, at least you got laid. So, and he's like all upset, freaking out. So the next morning I wake up and he comes out and he's like, oh, dude, my family hates me. And I'm like, why? So the real story of what happened was he was maybe 10 feet from the dance floor in the grass, just full on having sex with this chick. And there's a little kid taking a Snapchat video of it. And so his sister-in-law comes up and tries to break, because this is other information I found out from other people, comes and tries to break it up.
This is a wedding?
This is a wedding.
Right.
10 feet from the dance floor. And he's going to town. The sister-in-law, the bride, comes up to break it up because she's so mad, and the chick won't let it stop. So she literally he had a threesome with his sister-in-law on their wedding day because she was involved
Dutch rudder
in
style?
Yeah, because he got Dutch rudder.
Yeah.
And so his family didn't talk to him for like 7 months. And like this whole thing happened, and like when he came home, he like broke a bunch of stuff, and like I was like, dude, you're freaking out. But he made it seem like
this is the best story I've ever heard on this podcast. By the way,
he made
real
it seem
quick.
like the sister-in-law
Hello,
hunted him.
Instagram.
Yeah, he made it seem like his sister-in-law like hunted them down in the woods and like found them.
Right.
To
And it's
join
like,
him?
no, dude, you were having sex 10 feet away from a giant group of people.
You were fucking in the middle of a
yeah,
wedding.
Yeah, you
That's
were
what
fucking at
happened.
a wedding.
You
Yeah.
were not as far
And
away
then
as
the
you thought.
sister-in-law got involved, and then he didn't even finish.
You can tell that's a guy that doesn't get laid a lot. Because
my
that's
God.
what he was bummed out about.
Oh,
and
it
that's
was-
probably why
I
he
felt
ended up
so
fucking
bad.
right by the dance
Oh,
floor,
dude.
because he was
Oh
like,
my
if I
God.
stop this, it'll never happen again.
I have told this story again. I'm sorry, Ty. I have told this story to so many people because it's so funny. It's like one of the greatest stories that I have. You had a threesome with your sister-in-law on the wedding night. Like, are you kidding? Oh.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It doesn't get much better than that, boys.
Dude.
That's, yeah.
God, that's hilarious.
Props to the bride.
I used to buy.
Yeah, his family didn't talk.
I
to him for
used
like
to
7
buy fucking beer from his dad's girlfriend up North County all the time.
Have you seen him stand next to his dad? They're literally the same person, but with his dad just has more gray hair.
Yeah, and
This
his
short,
and
dumpy
I
little.
bet you this. I bet you his dad finishes.
I bet he does. Well, obviously, because he's born.
He's
He
got
was
a
born.
He's got a kid.
Well, it
Yeah.
happened once. We know
Yeah,
that.
at least one. Well,
The
same thing goes
he had
for.
a sister twice.
Yep. And
No, he has a brother. The brother got married,
Oh.
so it was his sister.
So,
yeah.
yes.
Oh,
so his dad has finished
so
twice.
not
ladies and
even a
gentlemen.
blood relative was trying to pull
No,
him off.
and the funny
that
thing
makes
is
it
that-
less
oh,
fucked up.
And the sister-in-law's mother is the one that was like, Ty, you should go have sex
Wait,
with
wait,
that
wait.
chick.
We've
Wait.
gone from a weird situation to a porn genre.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
real quick, we completely skipped over something you said. There was a kid Snapchatting
Oh, yeah.
this.
There
Like,
was a
how
kid-
old was this kid?
There was like a 9-10-year-old kid video recording it, like right there, and like that's like because like that's what started the whole thing. Apparently, is that they were like, "What is he?
Who
they're-
was this kid? I have a lot of questions about
I don't
this
know,
kid,
but
dude.
that's what started the whole thing. Was
Funny.
because
Funny
like
kid.
nobody really
Yeah.
noticed what was going
Smart
on
kid.
because I'm assuming it was like maybe I'm like everybody was dancing.
He's
facing
like, I'm
this
gonna
way.
start
Was it a boy or a girl?
but it was a
boy, right?
Perfect.
Yeah,
It was a
gotta
boy,
be.
and so
Yeah.
he was
For sure.
videotaping it.
It's gotta be.
I mean,
yeah.
but all
This
he was
kid, how
taping
much
was some
porn
dudes
is this
at-
9-year-old seen, you think?
dude, he's just starting his own porn network. Apparently, he's
yeah,
gonna start.
I mean,
he's
if
gonna
it's
be the
called
next,
soft
like,
porn asses are us, then I would think
Yeah,
so.
dude.
Because
He's
it's probably
gonna be-
just the butthole.
he's gonna be the next Larry, whatever.
Well, yeah, that's
hustler,
That's one of my favorite stories.
whatever his
ever.
name is. That's a
That shit's so
hilarious
funny.
story.
That's
That
a
shit's so
fantastic
funny.
story.
I cried. I laughed so hard because the funny thing was when he came home, he was so upset, and I'm like, the story doesn't really make sense. And then in the morning when he woke up, I was like, so what happened last night? And he told me a completely different story, but it was the truth this time, basically. And I cried. I
At
laughed
least
so
he
hard.
knew the truth.
And,
Oh, yeah, he
and
was
then
just-
when I told him, I was like, dude, when you came home, you made it seem like she fucking manhunted you down in the woods to like break up this. Because he came home and he was like, oh, fucking cock block, like this and that. Like,
He was 10 feet from the dance.
yeah, well, and I was like, damn, like she went out of her way to like make sure you don't get laid. That's fucked up.
I saw
and then
that
he, and then he broke some stuff and went, and then he passed that on the couch. I
Dude,
might even have a picture.
I
of it. I'll show
saw
you
that.
guys.
I saw that kid in City Market like 2 weeks ago, loading up some beer in the coolers,
Yeah.
dude. And I walked by him. He looked at me. I looked at him. We had masks on, and we just kept. I kept walking, and then I turned around. I was like, "Yo, what's up?"
I love the kid.
Yeah,
I would
he's
never
a cool,
ever.
He's a cool kid, dude.
I would
That's
one of
hilarious.
the worst roommates I've ever lived with in my life. but
Yeah, I wouldn't know about
he's
that.
a good person. So
man.
that's
Really?
out there.
He's a good beer delivery
Good dude,
driver.
good person, worst roommate ever. Not because he didn't pay any bills, but just because
Well,
his
that's a
dogs
pretty bad start.
His dogs ate all my shit. He just let people come over. It wasn't like, Holden was our neighbor, so they fucking basically lived there too. And so I couldn't like buy food and put it in the fridge because it would just get eaten.
Damn.
I had to
that
hide
sucks.
my beer and stuff in
I
my
couldn't
room.
do that.
I couldn't
Oh,
do
dude.
it either.
Well, because
man.
I had just moved here.
Yeah.
And I needed a spot, and Justin let me take over his room, so I didn't have to have a deposit yet, and I was like working.
Right.
And I was like, oh, $550, cool. And then when we had to sign the lease, there was only 2 of us because nobody else wanted to fucking live there because I didn't know why yet. And
Oh, that's
I learned it the hard way, and the landlord was like, oh, no, like you guys have to split it if you're both going to live here. Like, it's not like by the room. And I'm like, I literally looked at time, like, dude, that's not what I signed up for. So I ended up paying like $800 a month for a place that Holden broke a bunch of stuff. I broke some stuff. At one point, we broke 2 different windows in the living room when it was like in the middle of winter, so that sucked. So it was freezing cold
Why didn't
I had
you
to go
just fix
stay
the
at a-
windows, dude?
because I was
money?
poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was paying so much money in fucking rent for a fucking
That's more than
goddamn
I
garbage
paid
house.
for this by myself.
Yeah, dude, I paid. It was $785 a month, and I did that. And I even told her, I'm like, this is bullshit. Like, I took over the room, and then we tried to have somebody live with us, and he made it like a month or 2, and was like, dude, I can't live here. And I'm like, well, my name's on a document, so I'm fucking stuck here. So
So you stuck it out for a year?
yeah, the whole year I fucking paid everything. It was fucking annoying as fuck. I should have not signed the lease and been like, Ty, you're gonna put your name on this. I'm just gonna pay you money.
Hindsight.
But I didn't want not being on a lease sketches me.
Mm-hmm.
Because if your name's on it, then you can
No,
be like, this is
legal.
my fucking house, and then nobody else can tell you shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't actually have a signed lease.
What? What'd you do? Blood pack?
No, I'm just homies with my landlord.
What's
I don't
that?
know. I'm just homies with my
Oh
landlord.
yeah,
okay.
you just pay your rent and you fucking just get to live here.
Yeah, sometimes
Like-
like 3 months at a time. Like sometimes I don't pay for rent for 3 months, and then I just put it away every month. And then because he's in like Mexico and he's fucking wherever, So when he gets back and he like finally hits me up,
You
I'm like,
have it.
yeah, here's everything I owe you
So much money.
since the last time I saw
That's
you.
cool. I mean, and you've been here for years, right? I mean,
Yeah.
So that arrangement's obviously working out. That's kind of way better than having to sign a lease. And
Yeah,
do-
technically I can bail
Can I try one of
anytime.
those?
You definitely can.
I
You
try
want to
that
take a
small?
break and get a whiskey cup?
Sure.
Yeah, I gotta pee.
I gotta take a piss too.
All right. Closing
We'll be
statements.
back.
Dave, your last podcast.
Yep, and this is not my last closing statement.
Wake up, let the sun hit your ass. It's a new day, wake up, let the sun hit your ass. It's a new day, wake up, let the sun hit your ass. It's a new day, wake
We're solving trailer problems, folks.
Damn right.
Dave Oakley's moving.
We discussed that.
Yeah, I know, but it's good to think about.
Yeah, I got to drag a fucking trailer full of shit all the way across the country. I did it on the way here.
And
I
what size
don't re-
trailer did you move
I
on
think
the
I
way
had
here?
a 5x8 on the
Okay.
way here. And I
And
definitely
you
had
have less shit now,
No,
right?
I have less shit now more than ever. Me
You
and
have
Kat-
less shit than ever.
Yes. Less shit more than ever.
It just seems like you have a lot because your spot's small.
I disagree.
It
I
seems
look
like
I look around Dave's apartment and I'm like, there's not
there's
a lot of
not
shit
a
here.
lot of shit, dude, really.
When you look at my porch, there's more shit on my
He's got
porch
more-
than Dave's apartment.
Whole house, yeah, for
That is
sure.
also true.
That is very true because he's got a really dirty, nasty porch. Ask Max Turner. Max Turner will tell you all about it. He'll be like,
I cleaned it after Max
this is
shamed me
the-
on the podcast.
That was so great. The first time we had our buddy Max on. Is that good?
It is good.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking the small
Larceny?
batch. Yeah.
Larceny and Dr. Pepper? Is that what
he-
that is?
He,
Yeah.
he adulterated it.
Real
That's-
mixologist over here,
That's
huh?
how you do it like a gentleman right there.
Yeah, I wasn't really
Yeah,
thinking.
Sean Moe brought us this. Show some respect.
Yeah.
Jake
I'm
Preston.
sorry, Sean Mo.
You know Sean Moe, yeah?
I do.
No
you just
way.
disrespected him.
We were all fucked up on bullshit
gonna mix-
moonshine. The fuck, dude, that shit was so funny.
If you're going to mix Sean Moe's whiskey, it has to be with the Diet Barks or nothing.
a
Diet Barks?
It's the only thing he accepts.
I thought he
Really?
accepted fucking.
I didn't even know they made that.
You can only
I-
get it at Taco Bell.
I thought he said one.
Not through the drive-thru. You have to go
Well,
in.
if I'm going to Taco Bell, I'm getting fucking
I
Baja
remember
Blast.
one time he said he would accept it if it was mixed in with the ashes of a black person.
Oh, that's real.
Like he did. He was like, if you just like scrape their arm over it, then they'll accept it.
Little
So
shaved
not
ice.
like death ashes, like
No,
dead
not
skin.
I meant death ashes, too.
So when
just typical black arm guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
when their black becomes white, a little bit of that.
Yeah, and then other than that, Dr.
Little salt and pepper.
Then Dr. Pepper comes after that. You know.
A little salt and pepper with a Dr. Pepper.
Or Diet Barks.
Or
Just
Diet
whatever you're
Bar-
into.
Or a Diet Barks. A little DB instead of a DP.
So what'd you bring over there? Little Jim Beam?
Yeah,
J Beam.
Carl got this for me.
Oh.
Nice.
I
Going
haven't-
away present? Are you moving too?
No, I haven't really been. I don't really drink. This is like the first time I've drinking liquor in like a long time.
People say that
Damn.
on the podcast, and I never believe them.
No, I really did. I really did take like a break from like drinking liquor.
People are always like, I'm only drinking because I'm here. I'm like,
Yeah.
bullshit.
Oh no, I've been drinking beer all day before I even got here. But
I
the
don't know.
liquor part.
The podcast does bring it out in some people, though. Some people decide to get extra
Sean Moe,
drunk.
I think, only drinks on podcasts, and it's like a whiskey.
I'm pretty sure that's
That-
because
that's
him
true.
and
Sober,
Katie don't
yeah.
drink.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he has like half a pour, and that's like all
He does a
drinks.
lot of cocaine, though. like boatloads.
I bet.
Not as much as the other two whiskey, really.
I know. I was just kidding anyway, but then Brian made it real.
The old bucks.
That's just a steamwork calling is doing cocaine.
It's a whiskey reel calling.
Yeah, a
Well,
lot of people
and
do
Steamworks.
cocaine. I don't really do. I mean, I love cocaine.
I do cocaine from time to time.
but I don't like cocaine from here.
Halloween, Snowdown. Yeah, I found cocaine in Phoenix surprisingly easily. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I
it's-
almost
How
had
is
to
that
die.
surprising?
Yeah, that's super.
It's right by Mexico.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, yeah, I'm always surprised at when I find drugs easy. You know, because it used to be hard.
It
but,
did used to
but
be
now
hard.
I know the tall tale signs. Like I can read a situation,
Oh, yeah,
and
you can just
people
look
can
at
tell
someone.
that I do drugs.
Yeah, yeah.
know?
You can
Yeah.
tell that they might have it, and they can tell that you might want some.
Damn
We
right.
make eye contact,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like,
This dude wants some drugs.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
yeah. When we like talked, like finally like got to a quiet place, they're like, we knew you wanted this.
Yeah, it's not a secret.
English was all of their second language, but they were awesome.
Yeah.
We got fucked up that night. I had to fly out the next morning. I had to be at my mom's house at like 6:30 to go catch the plane.
I bet
and
that was fun.
yeah, I was planning on sleeping there, and then the night evolved, you know. And I got back at like 6, packed my bag, got in my mom's car. She didn't ask shit. I basically slept to the airport.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I didn't drink the beer at the airport, I definitely would have puked. Like, and they only had like a breakfast blend like available. There was
Wait.
like one place open in the Phoenix airport. It was early, and they had like a breakfast blend beer. Everybody around me was getting like sausage and egg croissants and shit.
Oh,
I was
dude.
sitting there with my solo beer, like hood up. It was the middle of winter.
Yeah.
Like one headphone in, just like trying not to puke. Slammed the beer, went and sat by my terminal, and just tried not to die till I got home. And my
That's so
girlfriend
funny.
picked me up, came home, and we watched Marvel movies. It was right when Disney Plus came out.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely did a Marvel binge when we were on quarantine the first time because we had that. But you know, I'm really looking forward to watching is Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
I
Oh,
haven't seen any advertisements of it.
Oh wait,
Oh,
it's on
the
Disney
movie,
Plus.
the old
one?
movie.
It's
from-
the
We
old
watched
one.
it yesterday. Yeah.
Isn't that shit so funny?
Yeah, I came home and my girlfriend was watching it, and I kind of got sucked in. And then she
I like
wasn't.
Jingle All the Way more.
Jingle all the way. He's like, oh, that really was a bomb.
I
People are fucked up in this world.
like Arnold better than Tim Allen.
Oh, dude, so I saw
Agreed.
a cool Turbo Man pen because I follow this thing on Instagram called 90 Kids Will Get It, and
You like 90 Kids?
90s kids will get it
Oh, I got it.
because I grew up in the 90s.
Did you?
Yeah, I was born in '89,
I was born in '90.
so
I was born in 1966. I'm 64 years old like this year. Yeah.
okay, but
I'm actually impressed with that autistic math. That was quick.
I feel like it was pre-planned. Like he had to
I
Google
didn't plan
and
it,
stuff
dude.
right
I
away.
didn't plan my birth.
Yeah, nobody did.
Jesus
we know.
Jesus, Jake.
Dave was an accident on all accounts.
Oh, 100%.
I'm pretty sure
Look
I
at me.
was.
And the devil
I
took
look,
him in.
I look like an accident.
Well, no, because my
I don't-
I couldn't have described your face better.
Yeah. This does not. Nobody plans this.
no, nobody would.
My kid's gonna have an intense chin.
Oh,
And
is
you will
that a
see every
is that
second
a
of it.
bonanza? Those are the fire, bro. With the bamboo tip.
Are you talking about his butthole chin?
No, I'm talking about the cartridge he has.
Oh.
He's only got the half-gram one.
Yeah, I started at Steamworks.
I just wanted to bring up his chin.
Got on the vape pen.
Dude,
I told you would, dude. Or
Dude,
I told
it's-
you you
it's
should.
It was a smart choice.
Smoking,
Yeah.
dude, having a pen at work. And what's funny is that, like, Alicia, sometimes she's like, well, be careful with it. I'm like, babe, the managers will ask me to hit my weed pen.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay.
I've recently started telling people I'm not sharing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude.
I got quarantined for 2 weeks.
COVID
I'm
is the
done
best.
sharing.
You're welcome. by
COVID is the
way.
best excuse for that because there's been times where I've been at the Roadhouse, like, even before this, and they're like, oh, can I hit your pen? And I'm like, no. They're like, really, bro? I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck you do outside of here. Like,
Yeah, is that a herpy?
yeah, I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
fucking, like, I don't know what you do. And now it's like, nope, COVID. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Damn right. I mean, it's not healthy.
Dude,
Yeah, I
you
share
gotta
with
work.
I share with a couple people at work, but it's only the couple people that, like, one I hang out with often, and they have a pen too, so we, like, switch.
Mm.
But there was a time
So
where I was like,
somebody can do something for you.
yeah. That shit's expensive, bro. You kidding me?
That's how I live.
It's a $50 cartridge on a $50 battery. That's $100 at once. Go get your own fucking cartridge.
I think I paid 70, like 30 for the battery, 40 for the cartridge.
Yeah, see, that's
I was
crazy.
surprised. I was
Where
ready
did
to
you
spend
get the
120
so
bucks.
if you paid 40 for that cartridge, if you go to a rec room, you can
That's
get.
where I went.
Well, it was 35 then.
Okay, maybe. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm telling
Money
you.
means nothing to me, Jake.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Let me get $100.
I'm very poor. You see
But
my
no-
home.
But yeah, no, the gram one's only the gram one's $50, but dude, the motherfucker lasts forever.
Yeah, I just want a sativa, and usually the options are limited. Because
Yes.
at work, dude, the first 3 days I had this thing, I was getting so fucked up
Dude,
on
they
accident.
rip.
Yeah, now my tolerance is there. Like
Dude, they
now,
rip like a champ.
now I'm like, God damn it, I can't get that high. Like I have to smoke a bunch to get
One
high.
of my
but-
managers, and I'll leave them unnamed, hit my pen and was like, "I'm too stoned."
Dude.
Like, they came up to me and they're like, "Where the fuck did you get that from?" I'm
Stoned.
like, "Just fire, huh?"
Dude, I was working with like the hard ass in the kitchen, and it was day one, and I hit it like once and a half, you know, and fucking walked back in, and I was on saute. Manager's right behind me, and I'm just like,
fuck.
luckily we were slowing down, so there was like 3 orders, not like 15, you know, because I don't know if I could have handled it. I was
That's so
barely
funny.
holding it together, making pennies, just like second guessing myself. But I was like, it was artsy as shit. Like everything was kind of slow motion. I felt like I was on a cooking show.
Did you say the N word?
Blood, sweat, tears.
Twice. No.
Oh, okay, Paula.
Paula.
Paula
Oh, Paula.
Dean.
Oh, I'm not hitting that.
Why
I'm going to
not?
wipe it with alcohol after. Because I'm not sharing, dog. COVID.
Oh,
That's true. I've been putting the lighter to the tip before I hit it.
I'm going to hit it with alcohol before I smoke out of it. But we checked temperatures before we walked in.
We did
We all work together, technically.
96.8. Well, Dave doesn't anymore. He quit.
I was leaving
I
that
didn't
part out
quit
to make
yet.
us look better.
I thought your last day was like the other day.
yeah, but I could pick up a shift tomorrow if I want.
Oh,
You should, dog. I'm working tomorrow.
what's
Do it during
what's
the day.
tomorrow?
We'll play
Tuesday?
fun music.
Do you play during the? You work during the day?
Almost
You
always.
play during the day.
You play during.
Yeah,
the
dude. I play music during the day in the kitchen.
Cool. I will be there playing music during the day as
Nice.
well.
Oh,
so
fuck yeah, dude.
yeah, Tuesday mornings. And who's usually? Oh,
Caleb, Tuesday mornings.
Oh, nice, dude. So an unnamed
Caleb
person.
gave me an extra beer yesterday. I really appreciated it.
Really?
Because I wanted to hang out longer, too.
Were you at?
It's really not. I mean, if you're not an asshole and you're like one of the better employees, like I did the same thing because I was waiting for somebody. I was like, hey, my ride is still finishing up in the kitchen. Like, I have a beer card. Like,
Was
can I
that
just?
yesterday? Or was it the day before?
It was like a couple days ago.
I'm high. I don't know.
And I was and
But
I was
yeah,
like
you
I
were
was like
there.
I was like can I stay and have another beer because my ride is like working still, but they're almost done in the back. And she was like, I don't. She like literally gave me my card back, my beer card, and was like, just take a pint. I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
fucking care.
Yeah.
So as long as you're not like a douchebag and they like you, you can get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I'm a
Tell me
super...
about it.
As far as like an employee goes, like I always do my job. I'm always there 10
Yeah.
minutes, 15 minutes early. Like I'm so goddamn reliable. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, if I do all those things as well. That way I can be myself and get away with little dumb stuff. But you know,
Well,
what I'm saying?
I give
Like,
myself 10 to 15 minutes extra in the morning to get my shit done because I'm going to do 10 to 15 minutes of dumb shit.
There you go.
You know?
like I get there and open up. I used to get there like 10 minutes early because of the trolley and like do a bunch of stuff and then smoke a cig while everybody else finished stuff. And then you get your beers and they gave us food and stuff. So if you are proactive, you can fucking kick back at Steamworks.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't say Steamworks, but it's okay.
Dude,
Everybody
they know.
knows.
We talk about it every week, like fucking
Dave's
losers.
literally
You're
a walking
wearing-
billboard.
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I'm pretty sure your Steamworks hoodie is on the tray out there.
I'm pretty sure it is, dude. And my Steamworks overcoat and my Steamworks rain jacket are on top of that.
You got your Steamworks socks
I got
on?
my Steamworks socks and my Steamworks boots and my fucking Steamworks
What about your
leggings.
thong?
I'm wearing my Steamworks
You got a Steamworks
leggings.
thong?
You're a fucking
No.
company man.
It's not a thong, it's boxers, but I wear the
Like the booty shorts?
Do they make a thong?
They make a
They
thong.
should.
I will
Susan.
wear it for an advertisement. Sean
Yeah.
Moe.
Yeah. Just make
If you
just
feature a
make like
cook,
5.
I
Make
will
like
wear
5.
2 spatulas.
We just
Or I'll
want
hold
5.
2 spatulas. The Steamworks thong.
Just make 5 things.
Steamworks hat.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Just dong
With
in
balls on
Steve.
one side, dick out the other.
obviously. That's how thongs work.
That's great.
You can't
Yeah,
contain
Jake.
all this. It's above average, Jake.
It is. Yeah, it's better than the
Better-
average bear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This small
right.
batch is good though. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah,
Bet
it's
you
really
are.
good, and it's like
So
$1
my-
more than
so-
Jack Daniels.
So my girlfriend
Who's
got her-
that?
got her tire fixed.
Oh,
and,
she did.
And I texted her on the break when we were
What
smoking a
happened to it?
cigarette.
Did you slash it?
No,
I did.
I don't know what happened to it, but I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't.
Are you the one that gave David COVID?
And I slashed his girlfriend's
Do you
tire.
have COVID?
Yeah, I have COVID right now. I'm positive, and I slashed your girlfriend's tire too.
Well, the only thing I know
That's
you're
why
positive
I
for
wasn't
is the
showing the
HIV.
pipe for
but-
sure.
But
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't smoke after me, but you did.
but the lighter technique, bro.
Oh yeah, that gets rid of COVID. I heard 99 out of 9 point times.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm immune.
Oh yeah, I can't.
I got
get-
really, really,
I
really
can't
sick
get
in
COVID,
February.
Dude, COVID is scared
Like,
of
I
my
got-
immune system.
I got
told Brian.
super sick in
Yeah,
February.
heroin beats COVID every time. That's
God
for
damn
sure.
I said liquor did. I'm like, COVID
No.
doesn't want to fuck with my body.
Dude.
See,
But I got
Yeah.
really, really sick in
seems
February.
like nonsense. Seems like nonsense. to
No,
me.
I got really, really, really sick in February. Like, I've never felt the need to be like, I need to go to the fucking doctor. Like, in a long time. Because I used to get really sick as a little kid.
And you don't know if it was COVID?
And I have no idea. I thought I had, like, strep throat, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I really did. I was like, oh, I'm going to get me some fucking lean. Fuck yeah. You know, I was like all excited. I went to the fucking urgent care. She was like, oh, that test's $250. And I was like, I got $100. I'm definitely sick. But you can't. I was like, I don't have insurance, so I don't know what to tell you. Now I have insurance because of unemployment. So the second I got it, I went and got checked in.
You have insurance on unemployment?
Yeah, I have
what
dental,
are you
bro.
talking? Do you really?
I got dental too.
Wait, why?
Because I applied for it and they gave me that, and then it includes dental, dude. I got my 2 teeth.
Wait, you applied for insurance or unemployment?
When you get unemployment, you can get insurance, health insurance on
you
unemployment
serious?
as well. And I got dental. I went and got like my teeth cleaned. And
What?
Like, and I got my 2 teeth that
You
were
got
fucked
clean
up.
teeth, son?
They fucking took that shit out for $1.
Dude, I haven't been to the dentist in years.
Me
But
neither.
Last time I went, it was a 7-year
Well, no,
stretch, and they
Not
were like,
me neither. Now I
your
have
teeth
been,
are
so.
good.
Wow.
No,
that's
it was
pretty good.
just it was.
So I was like,
So I like tried to
That
pull.
ain't bad.
So I had a filling on my back 2 molars from when I was younger. And then
falling out
back
or
when I
something.
was doing a bunch of drugs and not brushing my teeth all the time, eating a bunch of fucking chocolate and shit.
what kind of drugs?
Heroin.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
For like a
Good
year and
choice.
a half.
I didn't know that.
For like a year and a half. And I
This
quit.
was in
I-
Denver?
I quit. No, this was in New Orleans.
Oh.
It started in Colorado, and then I went in New Orleans, and then I got fed up, and I fucking quit cold turkey. I said I'm fucking done, and I fucking quit. And I haven't had an opiate, and I don't even know.
So
how
for a
long.
year and a half, huh?
Yeah, just
Did it progress like
I
a
didn't
lot?
ever.
You were just smoking it?
I smoked her
Dave took it a step further, yeah?
Yeah, I never.
twice.
I never
I did.
smoked it.
I did that twice, but
I mean, I
they
smoked it a
scared-
couple
You
times.
said never a second ago.
I know
That's
because I didn't want to admit to it, but
Yeah.
we're gonna be here.
well, I
we're
did
amongst
it
friends
for
so.
years.
I did it twice.
I
but
said I
didn't-
would never put a needle in my arm.
It scares. Yeah, I don't. It scares.
I
Like,
still say that.
I don't even like.
I
getting
also
shots.
give blood a couple times a year.
I don't even like
Yeah,
getting
I'm not
shots.
allowed
Well, because like I've
because
got
I used to shoot drugs
I've gotten
intravenously.
plenty of stitches before.
I've tried.
and like they have to like give you that shot inside like the open wound and
so
stuff.
I'm the only blood donor in the room?
No, I've given blood before, but
I've never given
not
blood.
since I was a drug addict.
I've
Yeah.
never given blood because a lot of the times like you don't
That
want.
makes
this
me want to
blood.
give blood more. I feel like they need me.
I tried. They turned me
I didn't
down.
know how many people use intravenous drugs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
no,
won't
I
let
mean,
you.
No,
I was
dude, I've
just
done-
scared of it.
The only one
it's pretty fun.
Accidentally,
I recommend it to anybody
Phil
listening.
got closer than I did, but he was like closer to that world.
Well, Phil
He had
should keep
friends.
on inching towards it and try it. He should cross
I'm
that
pretty
line.
sure-
See how much it improves his life.
hear that,
Peyote's the
Phil?
only one I haven't
Yeah,
tried.
you
Phil,
hear
as a
that?
kid, it's a perfect
Yeah,
time
exactly.
to try heroin.
You should try it. Like, you know,
I'm gonna have him on next week.
No,
and we'll
you
talk.
shouldn't.
give it a whirl.
I like one of my buddies like just died actually.
Yeah, a
From
lot
heroin?
of mine did. That's why I'm suggesting
like-
Phil do it.
I have like a bunch of friends. Yeah, it's a bummer. Don't
a
do
kid.
heroin. Don't listen to Dave.
He's an
people.
adult. He has a kid.
Hey,
Yeah.
if he can't make his own
Why you
decision,
gotta point him out?
let's see. Have you listened to last week's podcast? Because I haven't. Why would I listen to that garbage? But
Did
I'm
you?
sure there was a bunch of shit talked.
Look at
at
him
least
getting all
20%
comfy
of the
and drunk
podcast
leaning
was
back.
talking shit about Dave.
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't
so
here.
he can
It
die.
was
I
beautiful.
wouldn't give
Oh,
a
really?
shit. Yeah, he can die. That's okay.
Phil and Drew, two dear friends who are
Douchebags.
going to be better for the podcast. Yeah, so this is your last pod in person. Do you
Yeah.
want to say anything to Phil and Drew? Do you want to say anything?
Oh no, I don't need
Do you
to.
have a story you need to tell? Do you got to get something off your chest?
Besides the weight.
Yeah, you are fat.
That's well. I guess
You
a
should
little-
really work
I got
out.
a little titty weight. I guess so.
You're definitely an A cup though, so that's okay.
Bigger than some of the girls at work, dude.
That's not a lie.
That's what happens in Colorado.
Those are just
Go back to Georgia,
they're-
see if that
those
happens.
aren't boobs. Those
That's
are
what
just
they feed him.
oblong nipples. That's all that is.
Boobs are made of fat.
Not you.
Mine are pretty cylindrical. or-
Yeah, no, they look like
Dude,
those
my
are-
nipples are too far out.
I have two on this one.
Really?
So, see, there's like two.
Oh shit!
Oh,
you really
there is
do.
a bump.
It's like two nipples.
Yeah.
Not like two,
Yeah.
Not like two
One areola.
One
Two
areola,
nipples.
Two nipples.
Weird.
Has that ever been an issue sexually? I don't
No,
see it being
how
a
could
big
that
issue.
be?
I mean,
Have you?
I mean,
do you
if-
explain
can
it
I
before
blame
you
that on?
take your
Can
shirt
I
off?
can I blame that on premature ejaculation?
Sure.
Then yes.
So does like Alicia lick each one individually?
Oh,
Oh,
never.
that's so weird.
Do you like your nipples licked? I don't.
I don't. I
It
mean,
does
no.
nothing.
Yeah, don't
for me.
bite.
I know.
Don't bite me. Don't slap me. Don't pinch me.
If
That
you
shit just
bite
pisses
me
me
like
off.
on the neck,
You ever been
like,
bitten so hard you're like, get the fuck off
so
me.
many times
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I had this.
Well, because like when you're younger, I don't know if you guys know this trick, but when you were younger, if you got like a boner in school, if you do this pressure point like on your hand, the pain,
Boner goes away.
your boner will go away. Yeah. So if you get a boner and you don't want it, or like you're in public,
I've heard that.
if you do that, you got to squeeze it really fucking hard because your brain and everything like makes all that blood shift for some fucking reason. I don't fucking know. So yeah,
Sounds like
so like
bro science.
I've definitely been like bitten before. I'm like, get the no, like
And
you
then
almost
just
drew
squeezed your hand?
blood. No, it just reminded me of that, and so bye bye
Oh.
boner. So, but you never heard
Bye
about that
bye
trick?
boner. That's the name of the episode.
You never
Bye
saw-
bye
you ne-
boner.
You never saw a whale tail in 8th grade, and we're like, ooh, and they're like, oh shit, I'm wearing basketball shorts.
No,
Yeah.
I had a lot of
Because we're
problems
better than the average
concealing-
bear, so that people can see.
I had
it.
a lot of problems concealing boners. Yes, but I didn't know there was a quick
Yeah,
solution.
so that's your pressure point right there.
Yeah, I grew up in Farmington.
Try
We
it.
didn't
Fucking,
get that.
it hurts.
It's like looking at a light if you're sneezing.
Yeah.
Stop it at an
Yeah.
instant.
Nothing sneezes and nothing stops
What?
a sneeze.
Yeah, it does. The light.
Really? I usually just throw pepper in somebody's face.
That works. No,
I'm
that
just
doesn't
kidding.
work
I've
at all.
never done that either.
Have you ever
anyway.
dated a girl that like put her finger in your mouth when you're about to sneeze?
No, I'm not a fucking.
It's
like,
rude and
Yeah.
it pisses me off. Yeah.
Very rude.
Yeah, nothing goes in my mouth either. No, nothing goes in my butt, my mouth, or
I'm sorry, Alicia.
sexually. She's same way.
Nothing goes in her mouth.
Her puss.
Oh no, that's
her puss don't go in your mouth.
oh yes.
I
it
feel
does.
bad for her.
No, it doesn't go in my mouth.
a little bit.
A little
Like,
bit.
You know, like
If you're doing it right, a little bit.
Well, I guess.
yeah, a little bit.
I guess so.
Situationally.
But I mean,
it's gonna happen.
if you don't do that to your lady, then you're a piece of shit.
I do.
Okay, good.
Never just put
Like
your
shrimp
mouth
fried
around
rice.
her lips and
Yeah.
And inhale.
Anybody out there that doesn't like to
Surround
eat pussy,
lips.
you
See
should
ya.
like to eat pussy because
Yeah.
one, it's not that hard.
it's really dumb.
That's the number one reason.
And they
It's
and
not
they love that
hard.
shit. And guess what? If you're a giver, you'll be a
I think the
receiver.
number one reason is because it's fucking pussy's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the number one reason. Number
Did
two
you ever
reason
notice?
is it's not
so
that hard.
The green. So a good, nice, taken care of vagina tastes like the green Tabasco sauce without the spice. Swear to God. Swear to
Very
God.
specific.
What about the green
It is very
ketchup?
specific because this is a thing I learned a long time
So
ago.
it tastes like the green ketchup?
No, the green Tabasco sauce, but without like the hot part of it.
Yeah, that's
I
with the
swear to
green ketchup.
God.
Okay.
It's
Either
not
way.
ketchup.
It's not tomato based.
Yeah, it's vinegar based. Do you even know what hot sauce is?
No, I've never heard of it.
Okay.
But I've heard of.
Now that I cook food, that's how I think of it.
What?
I'm just like, what's this? Like, what's the base of this?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
'cause
And now
it's-
that I'm lactose intolerant, like,
You
I can
are?
eat aioli, but I can't eat most sauces. Like,
Really?
Yeah,
it's
because
just
there's eggs and aioli and there's cheese and everything.
yeah, every
It's not,
other
like,
we have
super-
balsamic, and that's about it.
There's
Doesn't-
even cheese in the cilantro lime vinaigrette.
Yeah, I know.
There is, because there's been times where people are like, "Oh, I have a dairy allergy," and they're like, "Oh, gotta get the sea lime." I'm like, "No,"
Nope.
I'm also,
and that's how. And that's how I talk to people.
Me
Just to
too.
make it clear, I waited on some friends for a birthday, and this girl, like, I was busy, and she's like, "Well, what kind of dressings do you have?" I'm like, "It's on the menu." Like, I don't know why you're asking me a question you can clearly solve yourself. And Alicia's like, she's like, "Is this how you like talk to tables?" I was like, "Absolutely. Are you kidding me?" Like, I'm being a little bit more like, don't waste my time with you guys.
yeah,
but
you're
yeah, like,
friends.
Yeah, like when people are like, "Oh, like, can I get a tall bud draft?" I go, "Nope," and just look at them and don't say anything else. Just say, "Nope."
Well, that's dick.
And then they
because
go,
you should be like,
That's
no,
a
we
little
don't.
rude.
You should be like, no,
I
we
enjoy
don't.
it.
No,
When they have their
we
cowboy
don't have
hat on
that.
and stuff, dude, I thoroughly enjoy
Why-
it.
Just
but-
fucking your tip though.
Yeah, but why is it hard to
I
just
still
be
get
like?
tipped out because I make it up in the end. But I go,
Nah,
well,
dude,
I go, I
that's-
have real beer. Would you like a real beer?
I've heard you say that, and then like 10 minutes later, you came up to me and said, "I think my table hates me." And it was the first time I heard you say, "Nope, we have real beer." I heard Jake actually say that to a table. They asked for a
It
Corona.
sounds like it would go poorly.
Listen, they asked for a Corona, and Jake was like, "Nope, we have real beer."
There's
though.
a better way to say that, and
And
you know those people exist.
Dude,
like,
10 minutes later, not even 10 minutes later, we were outside smoking a fucking hash pan, and Jake was like, "I think my table hates me." And I was like, "Jake, I think your table hates you too, because
Well,
I watched you talk to him." And
Well,
watched you
luckily
deal."
the dad paid for the whole thing, and he thought it was funny.
He thought it was
So-
yeah, he was
So
cool.
this is my philosophy.
that's a W.
The joke is worth it, but as long as a couple people laugh at the table, not the person,
Dude.
as long as somebody laughs,
the rich person.
you're usually okay. If
Oh, that
nobody
girl was
laughs,
such a
then
bitch,
you're
though.
fucked. You
That
know what I'm
lady at
saying?
your table was
Like
such
if
a
everybody
bitch.
laughs but the person I'm talking to, like, I'll be all right. But if like nobody laughs, then I'm like, ooh, that joke was over the line apparently. So
Yeah, if one person
did
looks
that.
like an asshole in a family, it's awesome.
yes.
And everybody else is
But if
like,
everybody-
you
yeah,
asshole.
yes.
I
That's
made
great.
I made a piss
But
joke.
if nobody laughs, that's when you're in trouble.
I made
You
a
know
piss.
what I'm
I
saying?
made a piss joke at a table like a few weeks ago, and I was afraid it wasn't gonna go over.
You never know.
But like this lady, I asked her, I was like, "What would you like as your side? You want some like mashed potatoes?" And then I was like, "Or do you want some asparagus?" And she goes, I don't know. Do I want my pee to smell bad later?" And I was like, "Well, isn't that up to him?" And I pointed at her date, and the whole table started
Yeah,
laughing.
but you didn't initiate it.
I know, but I was
So
just,
that's a
but I
safer-
was,
That's
yeah,
a
but
safer
good call.
one than
I
some of
was,
the jokes
I
I've
was
made.
still making a joke about
If she was like, I don't know if I want asparagus, and you were like, I don't know, does he want your piss to smell funny later?
Well,
that
that-
would have been weird.
yeah,
probably.
but that's exactly what I did. Like,
Yeah, but she said the pee thing.
Yeah,
like
she said-
took the conversation
Okay.
to that
Opened the
level.
door.
so
and then you
so
walked
yeah,
through it.
she said,
Yeah.
"Do I want my pee to smell
She-
bad later?"
She
and
opened the
then
door and was like,
I said, "I don't know. Isn't that up to him?" As in, he
Yeah.
likes to get pissed on.
right.
And the whole
fine.
table laughed. Yeah, I mean, I got lucky,
I'm gonna
but
pee on you. Drip, drip,
oh,
drip.
dude, it was
Even if somebody doesn't pee on you, I feel like having weird smelling piss is something they're eventually going to notice.
If we're gonna talk about pee, I'm just saying.
It's Dave's last podcast.
I haven't pissed myself in my sleep since I stopped drinking liquor, so I'm a little nervous.
you're gonna piss the bed tonight.
I don't think I've
Alicia!
pissed myself in my sleep.
I, on average,
Dude, he pees the bed like a bed wetter.
No, I'm like still.
I
kind
don't
of
remember the last time I pissed myself in my sleep.
On,
no.
If I was like a quarterback
I've
and I had
almost shit the bed more
average
than once.
touchdowns
Oh,
per
wow.
season, my average pee rate per year was probably like 15.
Jesus.
Damn.
That's a lot, dude.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
I dated a girl that pissed on me once when we were sleeping.
Really?
Like fucking or sleeping?
I've peed on my
No,
girlfriend.
sleeping.
Oh,
the
that's
very,
okay.
the very, very, very first night I met my girlfriend that I'm with right now, my love.
You
I
pissed
peed.
on her?
We had sex and then I peed her bed.
Oh
And-
no.
and-
Yeah.
And she's
she's
still with
That's
you.
why she's a keeper,
Did
bro.
she pee?
Yeah.
Did you pee after you had sex?
No.
Oh,
I'm pretty
dude,
sure.
you gotta
I'm
do
pretty
that.
sure. I'm pretty sure I was like, dude, I barely even remember it.
You got to do that.
But no, it's
Every time you have
it's
sex.
me.
No,
being-
apparently
take a
Jake
piss.
doesn't. He
Me
can piss
being a
right
deep
on the
sleeper.
girl.
Yeah.
He can
Me-
piss right on her butt while they're sleeping in bed together.
I
and,
guess so.
And she'll stay with him.
See, luckily my bladder wakes me up. I'm not
Me
that
too.
relaxed
Me
in
too.
life.
Ever since I
his
stopped
doesn't.
drinking
He's
liquor,
a deep sleeper.
I
See,
wake up.
I almost always drink beer. And
See,
but
I'm
even
see,
on my
that's why
liquor
I
nights, I don't piss the bed.
Well, I'm a deep sleeper, so what I do is I like my body tries to wake up because my friends have been like, dude, you were like making a bunch of noises and stuff. And I'm like, 'cause I'm trying to wake up, but I'm like so out because I'm either like fucked up or like super drunk. But after I've just stopped drinking
Fucked
liquor,
up or super drunk sounds like the same shit.
well, no, fucked up like on drugs
Oh,
or
like-
super drunk,
Like heroin.
yes, or
Copy.
Xanny or
Did you piss the bed
No,
before you
dude.
tried heroin?
on heroin,
Yes.
it's hard to pee.
Has it been a whole life thing?
my entire life?
It's hard to pee on
So how
I used
you,
to have to set an alarm at 3:00 in the morning to wake up.
Have
because
you
that's like
ever
a-
gone pee before you go to bed?
all the
Like-
time?
Okay. Because right before I'm like, I'm going to
But it's been
shut
like
down.
Yeah, but
it's-
you know how
I
like
take a piss.
you know
It's
how,
been
like-
like 4 months. Well, because like when you go out and like you're fucked up, you don't remember. You eat some food, you just fall asleep on the couch. Like you're gonna go to bed, but you don't make it there because you just So it's
that
like
doesn't happen to me as much because I live out here.
and because we're adults, but
Exactly.
That
also,
happens to Dave all the fucking time.
no, dude.
But
Oh,
now
because he doesn't have a
but
couch.
now,
You're
I
right.
don't-
Exactly.
You go straight to the bed. The TV turns. Yeah.
That's great.
Oh yeah, you don't even,
But like
fuck
also,
your
you know
couch
how
that you
like
don't
you
have.
like pop the seal. You know, like you can go a while after you've been drinking, but then as soon as you pee one time, all of a sudden you got to pee every 20,
Like,
30
you could-
minutes sometimes. So
Like
even
you
if
could
he
beat
pees,
me up in my
No,
sleep
I'm
and
a-
I wouldn't wake up.
I'm a functioning alcoholic. Like
Me too.
I drink
that's hard.
a lot, and I don't remember. I don't piss the bed. Like it just doesn't happen.
'cause
So I
you're
can't
older than
relate.
Jake.
So
You know what I mean?
I went to
But
the
you
no, I
say
went to
this
the
is-
doctor
you
and
say
they
this
said
has
that
been happening
so
forever.
normally I actually went to the doctor when I was in like 8th grade because I was like obviously something's like wrong. Like I don't understand cuz I'm not
I think
doing
it's
I'm
right.
I'm not doing drugs or anything. I'm like sober. But so when you have the urge to go to the bathroom, normally it's supposed to be when your bladder is half full. When I get the urge to go to the bathroom, it's because my bladder is full. So it's like when I gotta go, I got to
Right.
go.
Because that happens.
And I'm
yeah,
such
I
a
have
deep
lot of
sleeper that
time.
you could like beat the shit out of me when I'm asleep. Because I've had friends fuck with me before.
Can I?
If I was passed the fuck out, you could probably slap me in the face and I wouldn't wake up.
I wouldn't do that to you, but I want.
When I was in like 6th grade, my mom couldn't wake me up. She shook me. She dumped water on me, called 911, and then like I woke up like out of nowhere. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I thought I peed myself because I was all wet.
Right.
And
And it
she,
was
like,
such
she
a
thought I was
regular
like
occurrence.
dead or something. You know what I'm saying? So I've just been like a really, really, really deep
damn,
sleeper.
you sleep real deep.
I'm a deep sleeper. Like,
is not
like,
good.
Like bad. Like if I was in a war and in the jungle, I would get murdered.
And you lived in big cities.
Yes.
That is so strange.
Yeah.
Like I lived in meth neighborhoods, and all of a sudden my sleep got cut in half. Like as far as like
when
my
I'm
awareness.
asleep. When
Like,
I'm asleep, I'm asleep. I mean, like, I guess if I sensed if something
That's
was
scary to
wrong,
me, dude.
I would wake up.
easy.
But like, if I'm
We had
just,
a lot of dogs.
you know, like if I'm just chilling, then I'm gonna be out. But like, I mean, your Spidey sense or whatever. Like, I've woken up before because like I feel like something's wrong. But
Like
for the
once
most,
in your life.
like 3 or 4 times,
Yeah.
nothing was wrong.
I mean, I have raccoons and shit out here.
But
like,
I wake up.
I
But
wake
I
up
wake up in the middle of the night
most
and like
nights.
go to the bathroom now. Like ever since I stopped drinking liquor. Like, because when I was drinking liquor, I was like really drinking liquor.
Well, congratulations.
So
Yeah, congratulations. You drank liquor today. You're gonna piss the bed tonight.
no, because I haven't had.
Congrats.
I've had like 2.
It's been 2/3
like
Dr.
3
Pepper.
ounce- like yeah, it was like an ounce and a half of liquor, so I'm not that worried.
And that.
Three,
Oh,
3.5
shit.
ounces.
You are pissing the bed tonight.
All this pee talk makes me have to go pee.
I
by
gotta
the way,
pee.
So
I mean, we've been going, over 100 minutes, and
Okay.
that's about where our video restrictions start.
Well, then
in.
we should end it. I was gonna say we should keep going, but if that's where restrictions
well, what's
end.
the closing remarks then, Dave? It's your.
I don't have any closure. Okay, fine.
You're a
Do you have
comedian.
anything
Tell
you
a
want to
joke.
say to these people?
Greenlight Weekend Podcast.
Not that.
Is that what this is called?
Hate you guys. No, I'm just kidding. No, man, I got nothing to say, dude. I'm excited to move on and start doing open mics in Atlanta next week.
I hear they're fucking
And
wide open.
Get away from all the fucking hateful people out here that just like to talk shit and think it's funny when it's really not. It's funny for a little bit, but after like a year or two, it's not.
That's exactly how I feel about drunk Dave.
So I'm excited. That's fine. That's fine. But
you're the most shit talking person I know, but only when you're drunk.
Sure, but also I got things to say when I'm sober too. I just
They're just not funny.
It's not even that. It says I think twice when I'm sober, and I don't necessarily when I'm drunk. And
Zero
so that's
filter.
being honest. But yeah, no, it doesn't mean that every hateful thing that people say is hilarious all the time. Most of the time, it just gets annoying, old, and douchebaggish.
Who's being hateful?
Oh, most You know who I'm talking. Dude, what did you just say about the last podcast? 40% talking shit about Dave. That's what you said, your own words.
I said 20.
You said 40.
I said 20.
And I haven't listened to it, nor will I ever, because why would I want to? But, like, come on, man.
It was
like,
so
this
loving.
shit it's not loving.
Are you serious?
When is it loving?
Are you hurt? Are your feelings hurt?
I'm just saying it gets old after a while. Like, okay, can I tell you what
Sure.
it was? There's one thing that fucking just pushed me over the limit to where it's like, all right, this ain't even because I played along for this whole time.
I didn't
dude.
know you were offended. I'm sorry.
I was offended just recently when me, you, and Phil did a podcast. You posted something about it, and then without prompt, without anything else causing him to do it, Philip fucking Schneider, a.k.a. Big Cheese, or he's a big dick, I don't know, or he has a big dick, one of the things, I don't know, but he just felt the need to just, like, put up, because, like, he fights in memes. Phil don't know how to talk to people except through memes, apparently, which is pretty pussy if you ask me, and it pisses me off, too. But, like, he decided after a podcast that we just did last week where it was a really, like, we had a good podcast where nothing went, like, fucking sideways or wrong or anything. He decided the need to put up
I think
a
I
meme.
posted something about the podcast with Sean Moe, though.
I'm not talking about what you did.
No, but
I'm
was it
talking
on that post?
No, it was on the post promoting the one
The
we
new
did.
one? Oh.
Yeah, and then Phil just put a meme up and he said Dave the whole podcast, and it's a person like falling and slipping down the stairs. And I'm like, okay, dude, like this was funny for a while. Like I laughed at you always trying to mock me and make fun of me, even like though it's just like, well, yeah, I got drunk a few times, oh, big deal. But like you tried to like mock me and make fun of me for like a year or two or whatever, and I'm like cool with it. But then like when it's just clear that you're just doing it to be hateful, like I mean nothing went wrong in the podcast, and then you decide to fucking just try and make it seem like I like to the public, by the way. Not even to my face, just to the public and Facebook through a meme, try and make me seem like I'm the fuck up of the podcast before people even hear it out or listen to it. And, it's just like, I played along with it for a while, but it just gets old. It's not that funny. It's, it's not the way to fucking like act towards fucking friends. So it made me feel like when I saw that shit, I was like, wow, dude, he just really just doesn't like me, and that's cool. That's
so
fine.
unaware of this situation.
Yeah,
like,
even Kat's like, what a fucking asshole. Like that dude just
I didn't
tried.
even notice.
Even Kat was like, he just fucking just
Are you
tries
talking about you?
to make you look
No.
bad. No. He
like,
just
what?
tries to make you look bad, and I had nothing ever wrong. Like I had nothing ever against.
Somebody made
Phil.
you into a meme?
Yeah, well, no, not
well,
made
I'm
me
sure
into-
the intention was less
just thought
than
it
how
was-
you took it.
Maybe so, but maybe guess what? You know how he always talked about after a weekend of dealing with me drunk, he wanted to fight me. Well, after 2 years of dealing with his passive aggressivity,
Are you trying to fight Phil? Is that what
no,
it's like?
it's what. But no, I'm
I'll
not.
pay
I'm not
$5.
trying to fight Phil. But I feel like if he was here and he heard me tell him that I think he's a douchebag for constantly trying to make me out to be like a fucking asshole, like I feel like he would want to fight me. And like I
That's
think
very
that's
aggressive.
bullshit, dude. I think it's bullshit, and I just don't expect that from friends. So I just never really considered him a friend, dude. Like in the end, dude, like he made it seem like he doesn't want to be my friend. So it just pissed me off. That's why I didn't want him to be here today.
Wow. Well, if my shit talking has ever offended you, I apologize. It was all in
I
good
told
fun.
you it wasn't you, dude. I
I
told
know,
you it
but
was
I'm
that
just
one
saying,
thing.
you know what I mean? Okay.
It was that one thing it was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Was
Okay.
that fucking meme that he posted after you posted the link for our podcast last week?
Well,
Just like
I
that
was
one-
totally unaware of that and
it
didn't
pissed
pay
me
attention.
off. I know.
but
I didn't talk about it with
Yeah.
anybody. I just saw it. as the public saw it, and I'm like, God, cool, thanks. Once again, trying to make me out to seem like the biggest asshole in the world when I did nothing wrong. And, that last one just pissed me off, dude. Like, it was just like, fuck this guy, dude. He's never going to be reasonable. And that seems like a hateful person to me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Shit got real.
Shit got super duper real.
You asked.
He's talking about like my best friend. So, I mean, I don't really care if you guys are friends.
I want to be friends, but it pisses me off when I feel like I can't get. I mean, even the podcast I didn't make it to. You just done told me 40%.
Well, I was kind of joking,
talking shit.
And I also said 20%, but I was also kind of joking.
All right. Well,
and
I don't know.
everything I said was intended to be a joke.
Not you.
Just so
dude.
you know, if you ever watch that podcast and we're talking shit, I was intending it as a joke, as a roasting type of way, like we've talked to each other since we fucking met.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I haven't had the same relationship with Phil as I have with you.
Got it.
Okay? And like I'm just saying I thought me and Phil up until last week, I thought me and Phil actually, despite our goings back and forth, I always thought we had a friendly relationship. But then when I saw him completely unprompted just like make a fucking comment or a post like mocking me for being a fucking idiot after a podcast we just did where while we were all hanging out together, we were all laughing, we were shaking hands, we were having a good time, and then like an hour after he gets home, he goes online and makes it seem like I'm the asshole in that podcast. Like that shit pissed me off. I'm like, why? What's the point of doing that? Why do you feel the need to try and just bring another person down for no reason? I just didn't think of it as like, I've taken it all as humor up until now. And then I just didn't know what to think after that.
Interesting. I wish I knew more about it. I wish I could.
I wish I knew who you guys were talking about.
Verify.
I don't know what you were talking about.
Yeah.
I just think it's more fun to bring people up than bring people down, and so it just fucking bums me out when people are always trying to be negative.
So is that how you want to end this podcast, negatively?
No, we could just fucking keep going.
I have a question. Why is there a Post-it note on that poster?
Because that guy didn't show up.
You know who that guy is, dude?
It's Bobcat Goldthwait.
It's an architect guy.
So that
I
way,
taped it.
That way he's never in the video or whatever.
He was supposed to be at this festival we performed at last year. Or 2
Oh,
years
really?
ago.
That's so funny.
He didn't show up, so I just put a post-it note over it.
I was looking at that. I was like, what?
I didn't feel right having
I was
him
like,
on the wall.
I was
never
like, somebody fucked up or somebody.
I
hit
met
somebody.
I met pretty much everybody on that goddamn poster. I smoked weed with pretty much everybody on that goddamn poster.
Except for that motherfucker.
Except for that motherfucker.
So you blocked him.
Yeah.
1950s block.
Well, I feel like I don't deserve to have him on my wall because I didn't meet
He doesn't
him.
deserve to be on your wall.
And there's
So,
that.
But
There's
other
two
people
reasons.
do. That's so funny.
Yeah, dude. He was supposed to be here. He got in a fucking car accident the week before he was supposed to come to Durango. And in Atlanta, actually. Broke a rib, I think, is what he...
You're going to die like week
rub
2
some-
and later.
Rub some
How do you
dirt on
figure,
it.
dude? That's
Car
where
accident.
I thrive. No. Nope.
You're out of practice. It's going to take... There's going to be a
can't wait.
readjustment period.
Can't wait.
When was the last time you drove on a real highway?
Like in March.
Okay.
Yeah,
in
I
Denver.
picked him up from the airport.
No, in Denver
Oh.
in March.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to go to some really good comedy shows, right? Like March 11th, 12th, and 13th, right before the shutdown. And then we went to see fucking Joey Diaz in Arizona before the
February,
shutdown,
right?
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty dope.
Nice.
That's when Phil and Dave almost fought.
I didn't almost fight. No, he almost assaulted me. That's a big difference. But, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I wasn't going to fight back. I had nothing to fight. Like, no. One of us can take jokes, but the other one can't. I took him for 2 years. Then I got fed up finally on the last day.
Dave
Finally.
fit 2 years of jokes into a night. Like...
That is not true,
or
and
a
you
weekend.
know it.
No, he told jokes, the same joke, over and over. He's like, I could beat you up. Just for hours.
Yeah. Instead, I gotta fucking hear a different fucking condescending, arrogant asshole view of a
calm
joke.
down.
No, that's what I hear every week. Every time Phil fucking talks about me at all, it's nothing positive. It gets annoying, dude. You wouldn't get it.
I haven't listened to the podcast, and
I don't listen to the podcast either. I really don't.
Like your own podcast or his podcast?
well,
This one.
it's this one. Yeah.
Oh, this one.
I don't listen to really any podcasts.
That's not true.
No, it's not.
When I got to your house, you were watching a podcast, and then on the drive
that's
over
Kill
here, you listened
Tony.
to a
That's
podcast.
different. Kill Tony's different.
It's a show. It's a whole show.
No, I
With the comedian one.
The disrespect can only go so far, dude. I can't-
Clearly.
I'm not gonna take
You're
it.
clearly drawing a line.
Yeah. I'm just sick of it, dude.
You seem
Sorry.
pretty worked up about it, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And I should be.
never saw this coming.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well,
Especially not like
now you
your
see it.
last statement, like fuck Phil.
It's not fuck Phil. It's fuck the fucking like arrogance, the disrespect, dude. Like it's never.
I think I
gonna
speak for
fucking
everyone
change.
when we thought it was a joke. So,
Well, I don't know.
but I don't know.
Yeah. There's been multiple times where I thought it wasn't a joke with him, and then this last time, the funniest thing is, the thing that he did was clearly a joke, but it still pissed me off more than any other time, because it's just like,
Well, I'm glad you said that.
stop, stop while you're ahead, dude. You don't need to fucking keep pushing the buttons. Like, it's
Do you
annoying.
feel like you're down?
Oh, no, not compared to him, not compared to anybody. No, I'm not down.
Christ.
I'm fucking on and I'm moving on, dude. I'm doing my goddamn thing.
That's what I thought.
But it still pisses me off when people just think like, oh yeah, it's just fucking let's poke the bear more and more.
You're the bear. I thought we were all friends. I'm
Are-
sorry, man.
We are.
Tickle.
How are we not? I mean, we were
All right. No worries. Let's
I'm
talk
still-
about something else.
still friends with you.
So
I don't wanna talk
did you know
about
that
it.
he absolutely hates being tickled on the side by his
That's
ribs?
true.
I did it. I
Yeah.
walked up to him one time and did it, and he like lost his shit.
I
And he's
almost
like,
punched him in
he's
the
like, bro,
face.
don't do that. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
If a grown man does it to me, it depends on the mood.
Yeah.
Like Mario can
Oh,
maybe
he was-
pull it off, but he's
he
a
was-
silly bitch.
It was a never situation for sure.
dude,
I slap Mario in the ass all the time.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Mario can maybe
Eric's
pull it
pretty
off.
gay too at work.
he's very gay outside of work too.
Eric's a very, very gay straight man. And I say this with full confidence because like me and him have had conversations where he's like, check out this girl, blah, blah, blah. But he's like super gay.
People have,
You should see this
My-
video that we have in the house.
Of Eric?
Eric's on it,
I
What?
believe it.
and it's not him sucking dick, but it's about the second gayest thing you can get to that.
Did he kiss a man?
No, he dances.
Oh.
Remember the dance video with, I don't want to say all their names.
What did he do? Like eat some booty or what?
No, he just dances gaily. It's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Well, he probably gets slayed because of it. I wish I danced a little gayer. I'm gonna be honest. My pride just won't let me.
No,
Yeah.
he's the type of person where he's a fit dude, so he likes to like be as least amount of clothing as possible at all times. I feel like
I mean, I feel like
if
I've been a pretty fit
also
dude for a lot of years, and I'm never like if we're at the lake, sure, I'm taking my shirt off. But any other situation, probably not.
if he
Yeah.
has even a kind of reason to take off his shirt or
Right.
do something.
If somebody's
dude.
like, it's hot out here, he's like,
"Ah,
"You're right."
yeah."
Yo, this
or
dude,
they're like, oh, it's cold out here. He'd be like, all right.
you
Yeah,
know
so
those
it's like-
fucking like, oh man, what the fuck is it called? It's like,
Can you hand me that?
yeah. The guy, like where you swing like through a giant canyon, you know, like on like one of those long ropes, like a bungee, but like it's not a bungee because it doesn't bounce.
It's like a swing, yeah.
It's a
swing.
giant swing. He did that completely butt naked through like maybe not the Grand Canyon, but another like significant.
Has
big-
anybody in here seen his
Holden
dick?
did a front flip off of
No.
the Baker's Bridge naked.
I've seen Holden do a lot of crazy shit off Baker's Bridge.
That kid,
Really?
I will give that kid that. He has jumped off some gnarly
He's
stuff.
got giant nuts on him.
And he's
Just-
throwing some he'll throw gainers and shit and like do like I'm like, dude,
He goes
he's,
hard.
He's a fearless idiot, but he's
and he's
fearless.
uncircumcised because he just showed his dick at a party we were at one time.
Well, most people are uncircumcised.
It was a brunch.
Are you
Really?
Not, are
I'm
you
not.
You're not.
Oh, wait, no, I am Wait,
You're circumcised.
I'm
Do you have an
circumcised.
anteater?
No, I'm cut off.
Okay.
I got the top of my dick cut, but he don't.
Oh,
And he remember he just
he
pulled
has
it
a
out
foreskin.
at that brunch. He just remember we were at a brunch at
It's called
JD's
a
old house.
foreskin.
Yeah, yeah.
If you were like somebody showed up, pulled their dick out at a brunch, you're like Holden?
Holden? Oh, okay.
it Holden?
Uncircumcised.
Was it
That's
before or after you guys ate food?
It was
I didn't
during-
know he was
That's the only other-
uncircumcised, but apparently half
Now
the
we
town
do.
does. So
Yeah.
Now we do.
Yeah, now
seems
you know.
fine. Now our few listeners, wherever you are.
So he used to
Yeah.
be my neighbor, like I said, and then the neighbors next to our house. It's like a row of like really nice houses on like West 3rd and 32nd, and then it was like this like duplex fucking party house like in between in the alley, and I always felt bad for the owners, but they had Holden's number because anytime like firecrackers or stuff went off, it was usually him. And I remember he left some fireworks at my house, and I thought it was like a little bottle rocket. It was like a big. It was not that big, and I fucking threw it out there, and it was like a mortar, and I didn't know that, and I'm really glad that I got it out of my hand in time. But like every car in like a half a mile radius went off like alarm wise. The cops fucking drove by. And I thought it was just like a little firework, dude. But Holden had left him there, and he got some like crazy ones from like Mexico or some crazy shit like that. So
That's a crazy place.
and I like pretty sure
And the owners called Holden.
and they called Holden. And then he didn't answer, and I'm like, sweet. Well, they just think it's Holden, so I'm just gonna stay at my
fuck
house.
that guy.
So I turned off all the lights, and I went to my room and was watching TV. So if anybody came by, I'm like, oh, it's probably those guys up there.
I bet you fucked up, or he fucked up plenty of your nights. Like
Oh
you
my-
fucked up one of his.
Yeah, I don't even think the cops came by, but I don't even think they. Yeah, it was just so loud.
Yeah.
Like my right eardrum was kind of deaf in my right ear for like because I like tossed it down the
You
stairs.
almost got fucked up.
I almost did. I almost John
you have,
Pierre
like-
Paul'd myself.
Did you have like a
Yeah.
weird fucking like close
Yes,
encounter
I was
experience?
I was like, this is why you don't play with fireworks when you're drunk.
Yeah.
I was like, I was almost that kid from the story. Like this one time,
Especially
this kid,
shit you don't know what it is.
you know, yeah,
And it's unmarked, I'm
it
guessing.
was just black. That's all
Just
it was.
pure gunpowder.
It was just a fucking shotgun shell with a fuse, basically. Oh my god, it was so loud. That's so
Fuck
funny.
yeah.
Sounds fantastic.
It does.
It was
Sounds fun.
it was very like the adrenaline was nuts, and then the cops came by, so you had that extra adrenaline. But I was like,
Like if it happened here,
I always knew I was gonna blame
it'd
him.
be fine. Like you might
Yeah,
talk to one
oh,
neighbor,
For
Oh,
sure.
dude. Well, like I'm pretty sure I cracked
but in the middle of
Ty's
Durango.
windshield, like his back windshield. I'm pretty sure I put like a crack in the top corner because
There's just random shrapnel in it.
just because it was so dude. It was like because like I didn't like huck it. I just like tossed it and was smoking a cigarette, and then
You were so casual about this.
I was so casual. Yeah, and then when
How big was it? Like
it
a
was
shotgun
like
shell?
it was like this big.
Dude, why so casual?
I don't know. I was drinking.
That sounds like a-
But here's the thing: when I lit it, the sound of the fuse, I was like, "Ooh, that sounds kind of gnarly." So I kind of like gave it a little bit
You're
more
like,
of a
"Nope."
took, and I like kind of stepped back a little bit, and yeah, it was basically like a baby mortar.
Just like boom.
Yeah, I was like, all the alarms start going off. I shut all the doors, turn off all the lights, and like go hide in my room. I was like, "Oh my god!" But I knew that everybody would just think it's Holden, so. Like every single person that lives next to us is like, God damn it, Holden! I swear to God, because he was like notorious for it. So I'm
You
like,
did it once.
yeah, I did it one time. I'm
On
like,
accident.
I can just do it and then blame it on him in case anything goes wrong.
Did you think about it beforehand?
As I was doing it, I'm like, if anything happens, everybody will think it was Holden. And then I tossed it. But yeah, it was like when I heard the fuse, I'm like, this sounds like a pretty intense fuse for something. So I just got that vibe. I should probably throw it a little bit further
Just
into
a
the
little
alley.
last minute instinct.
Well, yeah, because I was like, I didn't want to get it by a car, so it was maybe 10 feet away from me.
Dude, M80s are like that big. You know what I mean?
It was like a fat
And
lighter.
they're pretty serious.
It was like maybe like out
so
of
like two of them.
like 2 lighters, but like as one. You know what I'm saying? And it was just black. That's all it was.
It was like 4 M80s.
I was like, I don't fucking know what this is.
That sounds like 4 M80s.
Okay. I don't know. It was no, like it was a mortar.
I'm just saying the size.
Oh. I
it's
don't know
just
what-
weird that before you lit it, this didn't come into mind.
No.
Like, this is pretty big.
I didn't
Like
really.
artillery shells
I was
are
all
like
yeah, dude. I was all drunk,
this
and I was
big,
like,
dude.
I was like, dude, I want to fuck. I haven't lit a firework
See,
forever.
this is where redneck instincts come in. You've done this before, you know. You
Not
get this
really.
shit out of the way when you're 3. Like you accidentally blow up too big of a firework.
I
or
know. Yeah.
Shoot a gun.
Yeah, it could have been really bad. That's for sure.
Wow.
I just remember thinking that, and I just remember going, well, they're not going to think it's me. They're going to think it's Holden. So that's all that.
That's all
Yeah,
that
at least you
matters.
didn't say it on a podcast or anything.
Yeah. Oh, he knows about the whole thing.
Oh,
Nobody
good.
was home though, thank God. So, but the cops did come by because people heard that shit for at least a half a mile.
What are you doing with that?
You can use it.
With what?
Yeah.
You're going.
It was that.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to drive?
Yeah.
Dave Oakley.
Yeah. Brian, thank you for bringing me on as a co-host.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
You're one of my best friends.
I agree. You are my best friend in Durango, dude. 100%. And but I mean, I'm glad we.
And you're a stand-up comedian. It seemed only appropriate
Yeah.
that you would be the co-host.
Well,
when Phil had his
I still
child
appreciate
and
it because there was a lot of
couldn't
other
be here.
comedians too that you could
I
have
wouldn't
chose
say
from.
the P word.
And pregnant.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
Again,
no, I still appreciate
Disrespecting Sean Moe's whiskey, everybody.
Yeah, I put some Dr. Pepper
it.
in
Dr.
it.
Pregnant.
Dr. Pregnant.
Dave's
Wow.
trying to have a kid.
Oh,
That's what he's saying here.
That was a shot. That wasn't even a cocktail.
That's what you call
My driver.
Washington doctor.
Washington doctor?
Yep.
Instead
it's
of a Washington apple?
Yeah.
A Washington doctor.
Yeah, it's larceny with Dr. Pepper. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, no, this has
That's
been
trademarked,
fun.
by the way.
For all the millions of listeners that have started listening since I've been here,
You're welcome.
thank
That he's
you,
gone.
and you can unsubscribe now. This is my last podcast. Just kidding.
So aggressive.
I know.
Are you gonna?
So
Yeah, why
You're
would
just coming at me?
You guys can't
How am I
co-host
coming at you?
I'm the person
a podcast
that,
from two
that
different
runs
states.
this podcast.
You could call
No.
it state to state.
Brian is my best friend in fucking Durango. I'm gonna miss him
In
more
Durango.
more than anything. Well, yeah, my best friend that I grew up with, my Phil, if you will, who's actually nicer to people than
Now
your
he's spitting
Phil.
bars.
I'll meet him one day. We'll see.
Yeah, he's in Munich, Germany, dude. Like he
Oh,
voted
yeah?
for Trump, definitely. But he, he's far
Was
away.
he sick, Heil?
Oh, he hails 6. But you
You
that was
did it
on
on
camera,
video.
on camera.
I love
No,
it.
but you're my
Oh,
best
yeah.
friend here. I fucking love you, and I love Kelly, and I'm gonna miss you guys immensely. And I hope we can Zoom podcast sometimes.
I'm not a Nazi.
Definitely.
Just so everybody's aware.
It's very important to say that after you say Heil.
Gotta clarify after the old sick.
I forgot it was being recorded. I was just. That's not a funny joke in this climate, but I thought it was funny.
I
so.
think it's hilarious.
It
and I'm
is.
married to it
Super
too.
But
funny.
other people won't think it's funny. And to
No.
those people,
It was
you should
probably
listen
the
to a
funniest
different
thing that's
podcast.
happened
To
in the
those
last
people,
30
fuck
minutes.
them,
Yeah,
dude.
you should not. Be
How
listening
come
to this
liberals
podcast
can't
anymore.
have a sense of humor these days? Like,
Well, because
just
a lot of
laugh.
people died and stuff, so
Oh
it's kind
my
of fucked up. But
God.
it was
Dude.
a joke.
I hate him.
If you don't know Jake Preston is insensitive by now, you haven't been listening, so welcome. And
Hell yeah, dude.
yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Do you have anything super insensitive to say to close this?
What is the difference between a Jew and a canoe? A canoe tips. Why don't women need driver's license?
Because they can't drive.
Because there's not a highway between the bedroom and the kitchen. Why does Kermit the Frog put sugar on Miss Piglet's pussy?
Miss Piglet? You mean Miss Piggy?
Yeah, Miss Piggy's pussy.
Why?
He likes sweet and sour pork.
Okay. I mean, who doesn't? Like, that's just a fact. Everybody
think
likes
that's-
that.
Oh, yeah. How did the surfer make his surfboard? A saw, brah.
Well, this should be the last time we have Jake Preston on. Say hello and goodbye to this guest.
That's kind of why I wanted to have him
Yeah.
on this time, so I could just put a stamp on it.
Yeah, this
Well,
is
Jake
the last-
Preston.
Yeah,
Thank you guys. I love you.
Done.
you are done, son.
He just threw out his
Just
best jokes at the end there.
Yeah, that was his best.
I just want to say,
I got some other ones, but I'm not going to put it on.
No,
the
don't do
recording.
that.
Mike.
call. I want to say that the Green Light Weekend does not stand behind Jake Preston or his statements in any way or fashion. We're simply a platform. He represents himself.
Yes.
I, Brian Nystrom, just want to say thank you guys for listening. Thanks to David Oakley for his months of service. We had some
thanks for
ups and
listening.
downs. Apparently,
Well,
some
yeah.
deep valleys were carved, but he's leaving, so it doesn't matter.
I bet he's 10 pounds lighter emotionally.
After
Who,
this,
me? After letting that off?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
I bet.
I feel a little bit like I did need. I think it's very obvious. I needed to get that off my chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it pissed me off, and I
you can't
never.
bottle
I just
things up.
I bottled it up until I
And then you just
yeah,
prematurely
microphone
evacuated on
into it.
both of
I
us.
told Brian last week. I was like, I made a comment. He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I'll talk about it on the podcast." and it never
I didn't
came up.
understand the implications.
Shit
Like,
got real.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry that I'm a human
No,
and
it's
I
okay.
fucking
No,
reacted
apology
that way.
not accepted.
Yeah,
And
fuck it, dude. Like, you can't own up and be like, yeah, I
Dave's
kind of,
moving to Atlanta. Fuck it.
dude. Just come see me when you want some spots.
I will.
Cool.
catch these hands
I'll give you a
outside.
spot anytime.
Yeah, if you and Phil want to fight, I don't give a shit.
I don't want to fight Phil, dude.
That means nothing to me. I'll
right.
let you guys scrap.
You
in the
hella
fight.
do,
fine.
bro. You
I-
hella do.
Hey, listen, I will fight Phil, but I don't want to.
I don't know why we gotta take it this place.
You're the one that brought it up. You brought it up, you asshole. That's why we gotta take it there. I'll do it if you want. Pay me $50. I'll
Hey, we
fight
can put it
him.
on
I'm not
pay
paying
per view.
anybody for this. This isn't my beef. I don't give a fuck.
I ain't got no beef.
You're like the bun in a Big Mac. You're in between the beef.
Yeah, I just talk
Jesus,
shit.
You
dude,
like
you
that?
are fired for good, dude. You are not allowed to come back after that joke.
Yeah,
thought
next
that
time
was
we
a
talk
good
at
one.
work about doing a podcast, I'm gonna be like,
I thought that was pretty
under
good.
Dave Oakley's recommendation.
I thought it was pretty quick and witty and on the
It was
spot.
quick and
this
witty
isn't
and
family
shitty.
Thanksgiving. This is a podcast, dog.
Yeah.
Dude, that was quick, witty, and shitty.
Are you guys writing down your jokes beforehand?
No, I don't write shit. I've never written a joke in my life.
I know you haven't.
That's obvious.
That's why. Yeah.
No, actually, Dave works hard. I love him. He's gonna do
No, he
great in
does.
Atlanta. Not
He's
at
a funny
first,
guy.
but he's gonna.
I love your
he's gonna
Wigger
be
joke,
fun.
by the way. I think that's like the funniest joke.
Everybody does. Atlanta's
I think-
gonna love Dave's
I do.
Wigger joke.
I
Oh
think they
my
will.
god.
I also think they will. You got to get the. You got to deliver it properly and confidently
I'm nervous for
So,
that one.
without
but you
the
gotta-
Sig Heil.
I'm not gonna
If,
sing Heil.
if you do it when you're like
I
3,
mean, don't
4
do it how you
drink
used
Dave,
to do it. Is
I
all
know,
I'm saying.
yeah, I know my
don't
audience.
be like 8, 9 drink Dave. Be like 3, 4 drink Dave.
Oh, dude.
I'd go with 2
less
drink
than
Dave
that.
for that one.
Hey, Jake, it'll be less than that because I'll be driving everywhere in Atlanta. I'll be sober most of the time when I'm there. That's interesting.
I still don't believe you.
Yeah,
That's
welcome
fine.
to my life, Dave.
Yeah.
Get drunk when you get home for the
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Once
You get drunk before you get home for the night, which makes your day interesting and makes your potential interactions
Well, that's why I like
questionable.
that's why the trolley.
I
here
know,
is
and I have a
solid.
blast doing it here, but I'm better on stage when I'm more sober, and I gotta drive, dude.
Well, I feel like
No.
you used to drink more because you were nervous.
Yeah, I
And
did.
now you're not as
I
nervous.
did. That's true too.
For sure.
But I'm gonna be very nervous
Because like
I go
when
back
you
to
first
Atlanta.
started going, me and Alicia and all those guys.
Yeah,
used
but
to
you're
go
going to
all
want
the
to be
time.
on point.
Exactly.
You're gonna
I
wanna
wanna
I've
remember
seen you
your
sometimes
jokes.
where I'm like, damn, he's like a little too drunk.
2 drinks should take the edge off. Just don't
Yeah, I don't even need that.
don't have a high tolerance.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, I don't feel
Alright.
like you're as nervous anymore.
I'm
You're more
not.
comfortable with it.
I'm a little
You've
bit
been
more
doing it for a
comfortable.
while now. I feel like.
And I have a better idea of what I'm gonna say, and
Yeah, but you also understand the repercussions.
I had to go through a lot of
bombing.
fuck ups to get there. But you know what? I learned from my mistakes.
Good for you.
That I do.
I've
So-
remade quite a
That's all-
few.
That's all you can.
Yeah, I fucking have. Good for me.
No,
Usually
I
takes
have,
me a
is what I'm
couple
saying.
times, so.
It's good. That's a good thing that I've made mistakes and I've learned from them.
I've lost it on crowds more than once. So.
Really?
Dude,
Oh yeah, a little bit.
That's
you
so
never
funny.
walked half a room before because you
See-
called them all pieces of shits and cunts. I have, and that taught me a big lesson, dude.
Yeah, I knew
That
better
taught
than
me
that.
a huge
Sure,
lesson.
I knew better than that because I always had to drive home because I lived here.
Yeah, I was walking to that.
So yeah,
show.
your future
Yeah,
is gonna
you
be
live outside the trolley.
your better is
range,
gonna
my
be
friend.
awesome
yeah.
if you have to drive.
Well, I'm just curious to see how it goes. I might do stand up in Amarillo this week. We'll see.
Where's Amarillo?
Texas.
Yeah, and if you do, he's gonna post
If
it
you
at
go to
Davo
Texas,
Laughs.
you should tell them the joke. What's the difference? Or
Go ahead.
the only thing that comes out of Texas is steers and queers, and you don't have horns, boy.
Wow. Haven't heard that since 1994. Thanks a lot, Jake.
You're welcome, Dave.
Wasting our time, ass.
That was
motherfucker.
garbage, actually. Yeah.
Garbage.
I didn't like it at all.
God. Dude,
Yeah,
Here you go, you queer. Take that half bottle with you.
I disagree.
No, that's not.
disagree.
That's,
That's Brian's. Don't do it.
Dave does not have
That's
any
2/3 of
control over the alcohol on the table.
I don't want it.
Yes, thank you for pointing that out. No,
Love you guys.
And I'm not gonna take
Thank
his
you for
bottle of
listening. I
whiskey.
love
That'd
you.
be-
Goodbye.
I love you guys. Farewell to Dave.
Farewell, man.
Just one more
Adios,
for
Dave.
Dave. Love you
Thanks for
guys.
having me. Love
Thank you for
Phil.
having me.
Bye bye.
Love you, Phil.